we'll go from there.
We're on.
All right.
Just extra recap.
Oh god, here I'm gonna hate myself. But good evening, everyone. Welcome to a spooktacular Halloween session here at Tales of Tellos Steam Age. So I am your host, Order, and this is my show. Tune in on Thursdays, you see Chaos as he takes on with his campaign. All episodes are uploaded, mind you, for both this campaign and Thursday's campaign on our YouTube channel, and it's a very fun. We're right now here today, session 12. Over there, session 7 for this Thursday coming. So if you want to see an adventure taking place in antiquity, following individuals as they train to become epic heroes associated with a continent-wide guild, please join us at the Acronymic Adventures on Thursday for the Guild campaign. But if you're here for tonight's show, this is Steam Age. We're happy to have you all as we continue on with our story. But before we go, a few of us are dressed up for our Halloween session. I'm going to just pick on random people to introduce themselves and what they're representing in their costumes. We'll just go forward from there. Let's start with M, if you want to introduce what your character is.
I'm just a happy old lion with big paws.
Happy lion with big paws. Hopefully you can figure out the thumb situation. So
totally giving thumbs ups.
Excellent. Speaking and since we're on the theme of animals, let's go to Tim. What are you dressed up as today?
Well, I went wall fox, so the top half, it's business on top, which is the walrus, and then I've got a fox on the bottom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a walrus.
I was gonna
walrus
say,
is the business half. That's interesting.
And that is also interesting that you would say that half is the business half for the topper. So, all right. Well, Mr. Walrus, we're happy to have you here. Let's go to our extravagant Lady Misere. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm dressed up as Alice, but like spookier. Check out my long hair. I've got really long hair now, and it's all wavy, and it was a pain in the butt. But like, boom, I got this like little blazer on, and I got this sparkly little skirt on that you can't see very well, but it's very poopy. Excellent. I promise.
We'll take your word on it for the poopiness.
Nice.
We wholeheartedly approve of it. So happy for you to be embodying it, and you did it throughout the entire day wearing that. So kudos to you.
I did. I went to work in this.
Yeah, I think I saw our one-eyed friend here. Are they still here, or did they just turn off the camera? Can't remember. But
both.
There we go. Yeah, our one-eyed friend. Would you like to introduce your costume for the night?
Oh, me? Oh, don't worry about me, honey. I'm just hanging out. I'm Zanny. Hi.
Also embodying their character with the eye patch going, and yeah, luckily you still have your eye, which is an important thing for it.
Well, people don't need to know that.
There we go. All right, do we have our lifeguard back or no? I think we may not, but that's okay. We can come back to them in a moment. But let's see.
I guess I could. I'm a druid. I guess I could say I'm dressed as M wild shaped into a lion. There you go.
There you go. We'll retcon it. I'll allow it. So, if Big Red or Chaos want to introduce themselves, they can with their costumes. If not, then allow me to introduce my Altair costume. I am Altair Ibn La'ahad from Assassin's Creed. So the original OG assassin from the Middle Ages, fighting the Crusaders and Caesarians, and basically the arch enemy of the Knights Templars. So
I feel like Assassin's Creed Origins would beg to differ with the original Assassin comment.
I argue he is the OG because he's the one that took it on to the next level and warmed, but I agree, Origins.
Don't you disparage my Bayek, okay? That man
is cool, but
he's sitting on my dresser over there, all right? I've got him on Sekhmet's head.
I don't like his wife, I can't even, his ex-wife. What? What?
No, nothing. I've just never seen you get this flustered this fast about anything in my life, and I'm living for it. That's all. I'm just woohoo.
Okay.
We love this.
All right, we all know that Kenway's the best. So just saying.
Which
there it is.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That or Ezio. Ezio's my boy.
Ezio is
yes.
my boy.
Yes, I'll allow that. But there's like 3 different Kenways. There's Edward, or there's Edward, Hatham, and
Connor.
Connor.
No, Connor is the
okay.
worst one. Connor can fall
Connor's the
off a cliff.
So everyone hates Assassin's Creed 3, and I thought it was enjoyable.
No, Black
Okay.
Flag. Black Flag's the best.
Black
I mean,
Flag was
Black Flag
fun.
is good.
You can't explore pyramids in Black Flag. I mean, I get you get to be a pirate. That's the second best option. But like, you can't go into a pyramid and fight a god.
I'm a pirate.
I will say the naval combat was amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to Chaos. Chaos,
All right.
what are you embodying today? This Hallows
I am embodying
Eve.
my first job I ever had, which was actually a lifeguard.
Nice. Yeah.
But also I am embodying a character from a Margaritaville themed murder mystery dinner I did on New Year's. His name was Tequila Joe. He was the drunken lifeguard. And plot twist, he was the murderer.
Gotcha. Nice.
I'd like to petition to change
And
Alice's
so is
name to
Lance.
Tequila Joe. Like, can you guys call her that, please?
That can just be her code name. I mean, we have Big Red and Tequila Joe.
Yes.
Everybody, all the characters in there had bar names. So there was Tequila Joe. The owner's name was Jack Daniels. The victim's name was her last name was Daiquiri. So everybody had some
Are you gonna stay up here, please?
alcohol based.
Amanda, I didn't.
Gotcha. Well, hey, that's fun times. So, and I think, yeah, the fact that you're doing 2 characters in one is awesome.
I will do all the characters.
All the characters. All right. I think our last one is Big Red. If he wants to embody the sweaty gym rat, he absolutely can. No worries there. I know you just came back from trick-or-treating with your kids, so hopefully you had fun.
I did. I literally just like threw a shirt on really quick and then.
No worries. Hey,
In
you're
the
doing
snow
it.
like a
Tonight
champion.
is,
That's how Big Red rolls. He
That's
just throws a
dad-
shirt on real quick.
Dad of the year material, trick or treating
Yeah,
in the
do it.
snow.
Give us a little flex for Big Red and Gym Rat.
That's the
There
big
you
one
go.
right there.
There you go. Approved. So, thanks, because it is a Halloween one-shot, you all have not only journal inspiration, you also have
Wait, is it a
session
one-shot?
inspiration. Or sorry, not one-shot, sorry. Session 12, you also have session inspiration. So you have double the inspiration. Say it to
Oh
the
shit,
DM.
he's gonna kill us tonight.
Is it a spooky inspiration?
He's gonna kill us.
It's a spooky
It's
inspiration.
spooky.
Use it on this Eve of Hollows.
Uh-oh. We're gonna
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
We're
feel
gonna
like
die.
it's
We're gonna
I
die.
hope
We're not
so.
ready.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like
He knows we use inspiration on the dumbest shit anyway.
I refuse to use it on anything
set
important.
up
It's the
with like
dumbest
how
shit
I
ever.
am right now, especially with this. I should wear it more often because it's white instead of black for like the DM typical hood, and it feels like I'm the Darth Sidious a little bit with the kind of like the way it's kind of
You just want to be the man that kills us all.
You're Light Sidious. Light Sidious.
like Sidious. There you go. All right. Now, with that being said, last thing, Lumi, do you what's your headset sporting? Is it the rabbit one or the bear one? I can never tell.
Kasan, there are 3 options, and this is neither rabbit nor bear.
That's
It's-
cat.
cat.
girl.
It's cat
Kitty cat.
because
Cat girl.
Alice is sexy and deserves to feel sexy like a cat. Obviously.
You should have
apologize.
known.
Mea culpa. Mea culpa. All right. So there we go. Hope you all enjoy it. Our costumes. We'll be playing with it probably, hopefully, lasting the whole night. Some of us may be shedding some of our costumes throughout this entire session, but some of them will be troopers. So,
I've made
John-
a decision. This
Big
thing
Red,
is
keep
staying.
your pants on.
Yeah, I was like, John, please
Yeah.
keep your costume on.
It is red pants, which is the best.
with that being said, let's dive into tonight's session of the Steam Age. Last time, our adventurers spent the night at the Ivory Hotel and gathered their thoughts and began to address Jetro one by one. Erlon spoke first, trying to beseech him that he saw him a brother element within him. And after a tense conversation revealing a little bit more about his past, Jetro made Erlon promise him to help him with a ritual should Alice deny him a certain boon or a certain service being released for it. That same night, Zanny went to speak to Jetro and tried to console him, and perhaps moved or triggered by the ideals of hope and the despair within Jetro, she tried to speak to him, beseech him as well, and then force a therapy session upon him. Unfortunately, Jetro refused, but without violence or rancor, and Zanny left, feeling somewhat defeated by it. The next morning, little hectic elements ensued in the kitchen as Big Red appeared in his extravagant white robe, going over as M was cooking breakfast, and then slipped and fell and caught the robe on fire on the stove. He then almost slipped and fell on the wet kitchen floor when he tried to mop it, and then talked to Alice to mention about this dangerous promise that was made. Alice also spoke after receiving 3 letters all at once in the morning for it. Also spoke with Lance, and he just told her that and revealed that he had traveled the previous night to Maze, the bookstore, where he procured books on infernal curses and such, and learned that perhaps the angelic essence within Jetro was reacting in a volatile manner. Alice went and spoke to Jetro out in the front of the hallway, and it was there she listened to him and told him repeatedly that she was his friend and she cared for him. And in doing so, Jetro revealed his true feelings towards Alice and how confused and conflicted he was. Alice refused to release him from his bonds, refused to give him back the mask and the sword, and asked him to continue to serve, or at least be her friend, as they continue on with this journey, and find a way perhaps to help him with the growing infernal script that is appearing on his hands. After the emotional conversations were had, the group packed up their things and knew from Bruce Mizer that they were going to the Marjorie Hotel because he was not going to be able to allow them to stay at the Ivory Palace.
Ugh.
The funny enough, in game canon, you all don't know the reason why. He would just say, "Yeah, let's go there," because Alice has not yet disclosed that information for it, nor about the investigation. But still, you all then left the Ivory Hotel, descended down the elevator together with all of your luggage already being packed and sent over to the Marjorie Hotel. And with the newspaper in hand, talking about the 200th year anniversary of the Lich King of Sindane, as well as Lance.
Is
Yeah,
it Marjorie or marginally?
Marjorie.
Oh, I have been hearing this whole time marginally, and I thought that was a joke that it was just marginally better than a normal hotel.
Oh no, Marjorie. It's like Margaret, but Marjorie.
That makes sense. You said it that time. That was the first time I heard the G in there at the end, and I was like, it's just the marginally hotel. It's just marginally better.
No, Marjorie. Inspired by it's the Marjorie Hotel.
I also, when you wrote it out, now that I think about it, I thought you said menagerie. So I've had all kinds of questions about what this hotel was.
That's just all chaos there. That's not order.
Lance
No,
has
that's
no
just-
idea where we're
that's-
going. He's gonna show up at the wrong place.
That's
Lance
just
is working
Brian's.
shit out.
Brian
Lance
words
knows
don't
every
mix.
language, but also no language.
But yes, on to the Marjorie Hotel. Your luggage is being sent. With the newspaper in hand, you all know that it is the 200th anniversary of the war of Sindane, when Sindane was liberated from the Lich King in the Ria, in the modern day Ria, and also that Skender's Guild is recruiting. So, as you all though arrive at the bottom of the elevator, leave the comforts of the Ivory Palace, a dwarf seems to be making their way directly towards the group in a very hurried fashion. I want everyone to roll a d20 for me.
How many ones can we get?
Let's see how many ones. All right, you know the drill.
Wow,
Let's
8984. Let's go, boys.
Who's gonna use the first
Wow.
inspiration?
Let's
Can
go.
somebody
3.
roll from the-
Yes.
Oh my god. Tim, I don't know if you
Anthony,
want one of us
I
to
got
roll.
you.
for
I
you.
got
we
you.
now
I
have
got you.
we now have video
Okay.
evidence
Perfect.
that this happens
Video
all the time.
evidence,
too.
not a single one.
Oh my god.
Above
No one
a
over
10.
10.
Oh
I think
my
this is just
God.
my thing. I'm just have to do it just to flex and show you.
All right, who's
how
using
you're done.
the journal?
Can
Who's
can we
using
use a
journal
roll?
inspiration?
Can we use a D10 next time, just so that we?
No, because we're all
And
gonna
then
roll
add a
like
t-
3s.
Yeah,
no,
you
we
want
put
to
a 10 in front of
5
it.
ones?
You get a free 10. It's a D10 plus 10 next time, so we feel better.
There you go. Just an ego roll.
Awesome, awesome. All right, let's go with. And let me just double check something really quickly.
The second lance is for Team 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Thank you.
All right, let's go and start with. Since the highest score was Zanny originally, Zanny, what are you doing as this dwarf is quickly approaching, eyes on seemingly Erlon for it?
If the eyes are on Erlon, she's just kind of like seeing this, kind of just snaps her back in, and she's watching the guy walking up to Erlon, but she's not gonna like move in to interrupt or say anything. She's just gonna keep an eye, and just a hand very, very quietly just goes behind her and grabs a hold of the back end of her shotgun just in case.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right. What about Lance? Well, I think Lance just stepped away for a moment. What about then for Alice? What is Alice doing at the moment?
Zanny didn't seem none too happy when we were leaving the hotel, so Alice is still kind of fussing over her and not really paying attention to what's going on. So currently she has her perfume bottle that smells like sage. No, lavender. It smells like lavender and other various flowers. I'm not really a girl. I don't know perfume flavors. And she's already fixed Zanny's hair. She's trying to do her best to like get some color into Zanny's cheeks, so she has been pinching them, but now she's just like trying to make Zanny smell nice and just like, darling, you could afford to smile a little bit.
So Zanny, you're being pinched and poked, and as she's
Yeah.
saying this, go ahead.
There's been no acknowledgement whatsoever. She's just let you do whatever, however, until the moment she clocks this guy walking towards red, and then a hand just goes up to. Wait
What?
a second, sorry.
And in that moment, what is M doing as this is about to happen? Whatever is about to happen.
First he's unmuting himself.
That'd be good.
And then
And
spitting out hair from his mouth.
yeah, I got freaking hairball. But I would like to actually try to make an insight check on this dwarf who seems to be a bit. I mean, he seems like he's on some sort of a mission. I want to try to gauge if I can tell like what got so much pep in his step.
Okay, roll an insight check for me, please.
Pep in his step.
And I will admit it is just ironic that Erlon, you rolled the lowest for this.
I was about to say the same thing. I rolled the lowest, and he's coming right to me.
Yeah.
Hey, that's maybe a good roll. I can't actually tell what that landed on.
26.
Okay, that's what I
Okay.
thought.
That is a very good roll. Let me send you a private message.
Oh, dip, y'all. Whispers.
Let's see. There
Secrets.
you are.
Secrets.
Great.
All right, give me one sec. While that is going on, let's see. Jetro, what are you doing as this dwarf is approaching Big Red?
He's locked onto Big Red. I just stand behind Erlon. Put
All right.
a hand on his shoulder.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, I just sent it to you, M. If you want to
You sure
do
did.
any immediate reaction as you're watching him carefully. 5 seconds.
He
'Cause this is
no,
actually real time
Emma's
as you-
gonna he's gonna no, he doesn't really do anything. He's just gonna be ready to kind of like stand in defense for Big Red if anything does happen, but he's yeah, he just is curious to see where this is gonna go.
Perfect. All right,
Jesus.
Big Red. Any in like 5 seconds, what would you be doing? Because you also rolled a nat 20 last time. Your perception is on point. You saw and clocked him. He's heading towards you. What are you doing as a reaction or anything in this
Do I
moment?
recognize him immediately?
Not at
no?
all. You've never seen this
Not at
force
all.
before in your life.
Oh my god. Is he coming at me like in a hostile manner?
You could roll an insight check.
Oh, shit. Sure.
You can have my insight.
He does seem to be very determined to get you.
Determined. All right.
Reaction?
Reaction immediately is going to pull out not my axe, but a sheet of paper ready to give an autograph out.
All right. As this happens, he then shouts, "You there, Big Red! All right, I know you. I heard your shout yesterday, proclaiming and revealing yourself to the city. Very zealous of you. Know that the god Zeal is watching you, and we hope for great things from you. Carry on." And just continues to march right past you.
You don't want an autograph?
Why the fuck do I need an autograph?
I'm Big Red.
All
I mean,
right.
he is Big Red.
Sure. The gods.
Man, not so tough anymore.
You see, he kind of like folds his arms a bit, and he's like, "Actions are stronger than words. Words are stronger than, well, writings." So, sure. give
Yeah.
me-
Fine. I'll just give him a nice little quick autograph and give it to him.
Yep. And as you do that, you do see the holy symbol of Zeal on him. And-
Zeal.
Yeah, one of the 16. And
16,
you
yeah.
realize he is a cleric. And if you look at you glance over, and if you look at the map, there's literally a temple of Zeal right next
Zeal
door,
right there.
where Erlon was shouting the previous night.
Lance is just gonna, like, as this is happening, just turn to whoever's next to him, don't care who, and just be like, "Oh my god, when he screamed last night, did he flash the church and scream at them?"
He did.
I mean, I was naked.
He said, "I saw
Yeah,
you
did you
revealed
not
yourself."
see
Honest.
did you not see it? I mean, it's right there. It's hard to miss.
Was trying not to look anywhere near that direction where the Big Red was out.
I'm honestly impressed they could see it from 8 stories up.
You
They
know
don't
how
call him
good
Big Red for
perception
nothing.
I
dear.
know.
Thank
perception
you.
for clerics are. But yes, he takes your autograph, Big Red, and he kind of like looks it over. All right, good on you. Keep up the divine work. I gotta go yell at some fucking idiot for trying to poison his son, trying to make it into a sorcerer. Fucking sorcerers. Continues marching his way.
Poison.
ooh, can
Why
I
would
go
you
with
use
you?
Poison.
Right?
You gotta
No.
use like dragon blood or something.
Well, no, the 2 moons last night or 2 nights ago, the lunar whatever it was. Everyone was trying to make
Aye.
lunar sorcerers at that time. So, doing all sorts of crazy rituals. So I have to now go and heal them. Otherwise, they're gonna die. And, well, I don't know about you, but I don't like dead children that I can save.
No fair.
Here, take this with you. This should help, and M will cast Goodberry and just hand him a bunch of good berries.
Thank you. The church appreciates your donation. Keep up the good work.
Lance reaches into a bag and pulls out 100 Yuda and says, "Here to help with expenses or whatever."
Mighty thanks. Many thanks. And he accepts the donation. You do see he puts it in a different pocket, and he does have like an alms pocket, an alms little box, just a tiny little one. You imagine Zeal's probably the one that gets the least amount of donations. But he doesn't care. He's like, "Thank you for that."
Excuse
All
me,
right,
Well,
brother.
adventurers.
I was gonna say Lance just probably handed him like a bundle because I'm assuming Yuta are in ones.
Yep.
So
He's
he
just like,
just hands him a wad of cash here.
all right. The gods recognize your donation. Go with the 16, and may zeal empower you, and may you all endure. And
Before
come
you
visit
leave,
the temple
brother,
if you wish to pray.
can you direct us to a temple of hope?
Hope.
You see him kind of get just like a little annoyed. You could definitely tell there's like popularity or favoritism with people in the different spectrum of the 16. And he's just like, all right, hope. What is it in the... And pause for a moment as DM looks at his notes.
Guess it's not
Off the
zeal.
top of your head. Whoa.
Hope will be at the blue square. Wait, no, that's peace. I haven't visited Hope in a long time. I think...
I
Oh, no,
I
no, Tome
raise
District. Tome District.
I-
That's peace. There you go.
uh,
Yeah.
Jetro will
Hope is
raise
all
his
around
sleeve
you.
and show him the infernal script on his arm.
Now, what the fuck did you do to get that on your fucking hand?
I need
We
help.
don't know.
I need help.
Yes, you do need help. That's the least that you can imagine. Ah, 16, God. And you see him like look down the road for a moment, then look at you.
No. We'll take care of him. You go fix the children.
No,
I
no.
will
you-
deal with his dumbass.
Look. And kind of like looks at it. All right, go deal with the... Go to the temples. You want... And he kind of like grabs your hand. Jetro looks at it for a moment. All right. You want to know what's the easiest way to probably help with this? Stop being a fucking sinner and stop being a fucking loner.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say chop the arm off. I was gonna say I don't know if it works that way.
No, it won't. It doesn't. So, all right. Now, go to the temple. I got some kids to save. And if you're going to deal with Hope, then deal with Hope.
Okay.
You're not in my
Thank
temple,
you.
so I can't do anything else for you. And the dwarf, in a very harump, like, not like, just like, yeah, just humbug,
dwarf.
annoyed, stressed, angry, zeal embodying cleric. Heads off.
I'm crying, by the
So-
way.
The coolest NPC.
I love
When
this guy.
we take our first job, we should donate a portion of our winnings to that guy just because he was awesome.
The party's just cracking up.
Do we even know his name? I don't know.
I don't.
You guys
he's
never
the-
asked?
The zeal. There's a temple right
Just-
there. I'm sure if we go
just
back, we can
fucking
ask
zeal
where's the
guy.
crazy dwarf guy.
The crazy dwarf.
Darling, I
They're
believe
gonna
they're
point
all
in the
crazy.
direction of the 20 clones of them.
That's just
he's
zeal.
walking off.
Yeah, he's walking off.
right
he
now.
has kids to save because apparently, and you guys would probably
sir-
catch this.
Sir,
A lot
what
of people
was
tried to
your,
make sorcerers out of their kids 2 nights
Yeah.
ago, and some of it maybe was successful. Some of it potentially harmed their own children just because they
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to
no,
become
I knew
sorcerers.
that was coming when you posted that on the news there. Yeah, but M calls out, good sir, what can we call you?
Hargrim Underdeep, and he just says that as he's waving and goodbye. And then he posts your name. There you go. Hargrim Underdeep.
Where you headed?
He's already gone down the road.
You son of a bitch.
He had fast travel.
He's a
Well,
he's
if
power
there's-
walking dwarf.
If there's one kid to save from being poisoned, there's another one. We'll find you one, Zanny.
We'll go with that.
I've heard a lot of ways of trying to make sorcerers poison, and it's not smart.
I mean, if we threw a rock, we could probably hit a kid that needs some fixing up around here after they got hit with a rock, but still.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, depending
what
on the
is
size
Big
of the
Red's,
rock, they're definitely going to need help. For sure. You
What
just
is
hit 'em
Big
in the head
Red's
with a rock.
reaction as he apparently impressed a cleric of zeal?
I'm just gonna look at everybody else and be like, "Huh, look at that, huh? They just have to yell around Jedna naked, and people just come flocking our way."
Please
That's
never
what's
do
up.
that
No,
again.
absolutely not.
Okay. All right,
I
it
think it was
worked.
more that you yelled next to their temple, but yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely.
but he had respect for me. I mean, that's pretty good.
Alice is gonna spritz him in the face with her perfume before she puts it away.
You spritz in the face.
What flavor is this?
Yeah, what flavor? What does it taste
What
like?
What flavor is this thing?
You know, you had a bath yesterday, and I still think that's the freshest you've smelled in a long time. Spritz.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Danny was about to blow this guy up, though. That was great.
Yeah, you all do
I
notice
mean-
Danny had cocked her shotgun and then, I believe, according to the chat, decocked it.
Mhm.
But, darling, Zanny will shoot at
It's been a
anything that
couple of
moves.
Yeah,
It's
true
just
enough.
target
Let-
practice.
Let's be
I just-
honest. At some point, Zanny's going to shoot every single one of us.
For sure.
I just make. Oh yeah, I mean I've shot half of you already. I just making sure he wasn't going to cause no trouble. He was coming at you with some kind of intent. I just wanted to make sure he didn't want to put a knife in you. And if he did, I wanted to put a slug in him.
I appreciate it. I'm more worried about those other people that saw us come in here. That's what I was looking for when I saw that guy.
Well, I was kind of worried he might be part of that.
Well, they were up all night last night, so they're probably asleep now.
Wait, what?
No, they were up
How do
all
you know?
night last night.
Oh.
Well,
And
if they're competent and they actually want to keep eyes on us, they're doing it in shifts. I mean, somebody's still keeping an eye on us. We just haven't caught them yet.
all four of them are still out there around midnight.
No, okay.
You
So
all
they're not that
would
smart.
probably be curious how he knows that.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about?
There are windows in our room, guys.
Yeah, but we are also like how many floors up?
About 170 feet up.
Seven's
So-
easy to bribe.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask the right people, you can get whatever information you need for a cost.
Yeah. Zanny, what are you inciting?
Just
Lance.
making sure if Lance is telling the truth about how we got that information, because
Lying
you
in that.
know,
You get the feeling,
I just-
especially when he says bribing with it, you imagine that he could bribe someone and perhaps got firsthand experience to be able to see them the following night. And especially because Lance just loaded a 10 deception.
Darling, darling, if you think about it, you were also out at 11 or at midnight last night, and you're awake and perfectly fine. So if they had gone to bed at any time after you did, they're probably up and fresh and ready to go.
plus there's tonics you can just take. There's magical tonics you can just take that you can just keep going without sleep. And
Also,
there's coffee.
Hold on.
Who are they?
Pause. Did you just compare me to a common street urchin?
well, I honestly have no idea what we're talking about. You guys are just talking about some people, and I assumed
I just-
after an 8-hour rest they would be okay.
I just wanted to make sure. Just okay.
Darling, isn't the name Black Sands basically equated with a common street urchin these days?
Ouch. That was uncalled for.
All right.
There was a
Well-
line, and Lance draws a line with his toe, and then he like rubs it out. I don't know what the fuck you did. You killed the line.
I'm sorry, darling. It's been a very stressful morning.
With that being, and what is Jetro doing as he received those words from a Zeal cleric?
He's doing his best to be patient, but you can see that this is all kind of wearing on him. He's sweating probably a little bit,
Gotcha. All
but he's
right.
trying to be patient.
Understandable. So the group, you all are again in the Rose Throne borough, a very prominent borough. It's very clean, very ritzy, a lot of big towers and condominiums. Where are you going? You know, you have a few directions you guys perhaps talked about, but you're right now in front of the Ivory Palace, so discuss.
Out of this district because we can't afford anything here.
Can I ask a question, DM?
Sure.
Which district is Alice's school in?
That would be the Orchard Borough. So all the
That's
way
down there. Okay. Heard.
Gotcha.
Gracias.
Been
No,
out.
but I think we were going to the Skenders Guild, right? That's what we were last talking about last session, or at least at least M and Big Red were.
Darling, don't we have
So-
a little bit more pressing matters to attend to? She's gonna hold up
What's the
Jetro's
pressing
arm.
matters, Alice? Oh yeah, Jetro's arm. Okay, cool. that makes sense.
I will ask, on the way is the constabulary. Do you guys want to make a quick stop at the constabulary for Lance?
Yes. And we're looking for.
Are you gonna go turn yourself in?
We're
Yeah,
looking for
please
what's this-
do.
I'm
Is there a
looking for
reward?
jobs for us to make some money.
Oh,
Let's just go out on the streets again at night.
well, that's exciting.
If
For all
you
I know, there might be a
must
job out for me.
No, Sir Tiny Green.
Big Red. Big Red.
I said what I said.
I know, and I'm not listening.
Big Red. I
There you go.
was doing some research last night.
Wow. Learning how to read?
Big
Of the
Red
two
salty.
of us, I am sure that at least one of us knows how to read in multiple languages, and
Yeah.
the other one of us screamed at a temple naked with his dick out.
And it was still magical than you, Lance.
I mean, to be fair, he summoned a cleric. I mean, that's
With my penis.
that's not bad.
That is magic.
Magical. Magical, Lance.
My
But it's okay.
granddaddy
You
would
know,
have said that's magic.
do your little poof poof stuff. But what were you gonna say though? Let's go find a job. Sure. While Jetro's hand is on fire or arm is on fire.
You're the one who just wanted to go to a guild.
Yeah, and then I changed my plans because the man was just begging for hope to this random cleric that just came to us.
So let's go there
Also,
first.
to be fair, it was me who said the guild.
I was going to
That-
say, if we're
that's
on the Sanders Guild and we pass the constabulary, we should stop in there since it's on the way. But if we're going to go take care of this, let's do that first because that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and then I can actually go to the Scanners Guild by myself if that's okay with you guys.
You and I are
Um,
we're never going to be apart, Erlon. I'm never going to leave your side. No, I'm just kidding. I could head to the temple myself. I'm capable of seeing myself through the city and meet you at Scander's Guild.
Darling,
All right,
I'm,
all in favor of that idea?
Actually, if you don't mind,
Exactly.
I'd like to go with you to the temple. I was meaning to go myself today.
That
be
temple
honest.
specifically.
You all would know, or any of you roll a perception check for me.
Including Zanny and I?
It's me.
Sure.
Everybody gonna perception.
Good.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
Natural 20s.
Damn.
Dang.
Everybody
I did
is
good.
gonna perception.
Oh, so you
There we
head
go.
over towards, at least as you're starting to drift in the direction towards the Palace District, and you have to basically pass the Temple of Zeal, and you do see that there's a bulletin board that outlines where all the different temples are in the city. You realize the Temple of Hope is all the way in the Tome District, which is the farthest, but actually, and Jetro, I would say that this probably is more significant to you, there is a Temple of Mercy nearby, just in the Great Lamps District, which is closer.
Zanny, would you accompany me to a Temple of Mercy? It is closer.
No, yeah, that'll do. Mercy do just fine. That do just fine for me too. Come on.
Miss Alice, do you mind if I excuse myself?
She's gonna look at him and then she's going to look at Zanny. Can I like insight or something to see if they're going to be okay on their own? Or if I think they're going to be okay on their own?
When Zanny is looking at you, you can kind of tell with your ring of mind shielding, she's asking if she can come in.
Oh, she'll let you in.
I will behave, I promise.
Well, darling,
I will be very, very kind.
Alice is gonna respond in her mind. Darling, it's not so much your kindness that I'm worried about. You two are very not yourselves
Volatile.
right now.
Well, we can make it to a temple.
Okay, well,
We can make it to a temple.
be safe, darling, and make sure he stays safe, and with you.
I promise.
She's
Okay.
gonna pat Zanny on the head, and then she's gonna pat her on the cheek.
So you all
I got
are
this.
heading towards, or two of you are heading towards the Temple of Mercy. I will say there's a constabulary in every section of the city because that's how it is. So you guys
Happy
can
land.
go still in the same direction, and just one of you goes to kind of like the constabulary and Great Lamps, the other goes to the temple. Unless one of you or Erlon, you just want to go by yourself to Skender's.
Well, I asked them if that's okay with them. I mean, they can object, I guess.
So, are you going to go sign us all up, or are you just going to go sign yourself up?
I was just checking it
Yeah,
out.
okay.
I heard that I saw on one of the papers with M. That's like kind of why he was talking about it before. That they're actively recruiting, and we were just gonna check it out. So I mean, I don't have to go with M, but I mean, if he wants to come, he can.
That's fine. Just before you sign anything that involves commission splits, please get in contact with the rest of us if you're signing up us all,
Okay.
because that is always up to negotiation.
Oh, that I'm not good at. You're right.
Yeah, no, we bring in Alice for that.
I mean, Lance, he's not going to pass the background check. Let's be honest.
Okay, Lance, fine.
Well,
I
and
mean,
it's gonna
they
take like
probably
7
heard
months
him
for
whisper.
ours. We're Rian.
All right. So the group is splitting up. I'm understanding that we are going
Split
into
the
3
party.
groups. I'm assuming twos.
Party.
Yep.
So
The
2 people.
nobles are going to the popos.
Yeah. It's funny how like I said, there's constabulary in every section. Like oh, you got like yeah. It's like yeah, there would be like in every neighborhood. But
Does
yes.
anybody want to take Bird
Me
Sheldon
out
with
to
them?
the bone.
So that way, if anybody's concerned that something might happen, that we can check in on you guys.
Truck in on you guys.
No.
Hell no.
Oh yes, please. Somebody take him. Somebody take him.
Okay, yep. I vote for
You
his.
can have him, or I'll take the. Yeah, I'll take him.
All right, Sheldon, you're going with Zanny, and you're going to behave.
Can I take Zanny to the side really quick? Just a side note. Before we split up, is that right?
Yeah, as long as it's okay with DM.
Yeah, you guys excuse yourselves for a moment, and you will have a private word.
Zanny, so I know obviously you were listening in beforehand with me and Jetro,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping you heard the whole issue with hope and how he has no hope, and right now obviously he's looking for hope. Just do me a favor and try your hardest to find it for him.
I will.
Okay.
I'm looking for a little myself, and between you and me, I kind of fucked up last night. So, hoping I can
Okay.
try to make some kind of amends.
All right.
All right.
Let's go on.
So who's taking Bird, Sheldon?
Zanny.
Stay on my shoulder. Actually, just stay in the nest.
Did you just become the pirate queen with the parrot and the eye patch?
So you have
In
a
her
eye
hair.
patch, the violet hair, and a bright red parrot, while you're dressed in like
I mean-
purples and whites.
I could continue the legacy.
Speaking of leg, can we cut off one of yours and put a broomstick on it?
Take the left one.
Right, we're in
Jetro
now.
is going to ask Dr. Zanashara if we should bring the sword and the mask with us.
Honestly, yeah. Not a bad idea.
I can hold him if you want.
If you don't mind, I'd like to.
I was just kidding. He actually laughs at that.
You son of a gun. All right. Hey, Lance. Do you have the other half?
Lance reaches into his bag of clothing and pulls out the sword, hands it to you hilt first.
Thank you very much. And she'll just fix it across her back.
All right. the group splits up, and let's have Alice, Jetro, and M. Roll me a d20. Alice is with a 1.
Sorry, Lance.
All right, I
Wow.
conveniently
Sorry.
just got back to be able to roll that.
There you go. So roll it.
Wow.
On a d20!
We were
guys!
rolling. You said roll a 1, right?
Yeah, you
You
said,
said please roll 1.
you said lowest goes first, right? Like it's golf, we win.
On a d. You guys!
Y'all,
I
when we said
heard
it's spooky
please
time,
roll
we didn't
1.
need the dice rolls.
Yeah, this is. Jeez. First, no one rolls above a 10 on the first roll. And then on. Okay, rollies.
I
M
got
and
you.
Alice, please
I
roll
got
another
you.
d20.
Please be-
How far can we keep it going?
If we get another nat 1, do you take away a
God,
feat?
do it again.
I may
Yes.
consider it.
In this case, he might.
All right.
And that's how Zanny lost a leg.
So, there we go. Okay, so Alice with the 10, and then M with the 14. So perfect. All right. We're gonna start doing things, and we're gonna be compartmentalizing it, but we're still gonna give some brevity towards it all. Be careful with that warning to Tim. Was that like a weather warning or
No, it was an Amber Alert.
Amber Alert? Okay, gotcha. Hopefully they can find them.
I'm hoping.
Fingers. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's just sad for Halloween. Anyway, gotta be with them. Let's go with Jetro and Zanny. You rolled the 17. So the two of you are making your way to Great Lamps. And let me highlight it is in the north part of the city. As you are traveling, is there any conversation the two of you are having?
I would like to. As a matter of fact, he holds his elbow out as, for her to take it so that they're actually enjoying a pleasant walk.
She just stares at it for a second, and then she just hooks up. I'm sorry about last night.
You don't have anything to be sorry about.
I do, Jetru. I should have never forced what I forced on you. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, out of moral and professional responsibility, both. I should have never done that. And that's not how that works. And I'm so sorry.
I don't know how to say this in any other way but bluntly. So please I hope you hear the tone of my words more than my words themselves. I don't forgive you because there's nothing to forgive. If I were to forgive you for your actions last night, then I would be saying, I forgive you for caring about me. You have no. I have much. I hope we're okay.
We are. You remind me of somebody I used to take care of. Their name was Riddle, and you just remind me of them a lot. And I lost all of them. Jetro, lost my whole family once. And that was a rough one. And it hit something in me that it shouldn't have. And I took it out on you, and that wasn't fair to you.
nobody can blame you for taking a loss like that out on somebody. And the most important thing is you don't take it out on yourself. And it's funny you say that because you don't remind me of anybody that I know. And the hardest part about that is I'd so desperately like to say you remind me of my mother. And 16, bless you, you're nothing like her. That's the highest compliment I could pay you.
Well, I'll take that. And you might remind me of him, but them. Sorry, sometimes it gets hard to keep it straight. They always keep changing. But you ain't them. And Nine Hills of a lot better fighter.
At a certain point, a fighter gets tired of fighting. And I think I may have reached that point.
You and me both, kid.
Awesome. As you find eventually the Temple of Mercy situated next to the Temple of Fear, the Temple of Grace, it's interesting that these three temples are situated next to each other. You eventually enter the very cool, in a temperature sense, halls of the Temple of Mercy. There you sense a certain type of serenity as you feel the consecration of this temple dedicated to the God of mercy, of forgiveness, of your guilt and healing. And
He squeezes her hand as they enter and feel that.
you both sense a certain sense of solace and just the raw emotions as that guilt is invoked to be washed away by the mists, by the tears, and by the essence of mercy. It doesn't take long, maybe a minute or two, before a cleric of mercy sees you. And interesting enough, he's dressed in like humble rags. He doesn't have the wings in this picture. He's dressed in humble rags and such, very like poorish clothing, very humbled. And even though that is the case, Jetro, you recognize one of your own. It's Zanny sees a human. You see something more, just instinctively.
Certainly.
Well met. Welcome to the Temple of Mercy. How can I help you two?
Jetro looks at Zanny.
My friend here's here for his own reasons. I'm here seeking possibly a cleric for some kind of atonement. Confessional. You're muted.
I just realized I was muted. We are a little short-staffed, but we can help however way we can.
I can wait. I am to be specific, I am looking for somebody with a magical capability for atonement. And I'm capable and willing to pay for it as well.
Well, you don't have to pay for it, but we do accept donations. That is the way of the 16.
But I mean, if you all are busy, that's fine. I'd much rather prefer you see to my friend first.
Please have a seat then.
She's cozen.
I don't want you. Stay, please.
Okay. Then I will. Let's just go back and take his hand. I won't go anywhere.
You are led to a private room, and they ask you, Jetro, to they ask just like the basic question, what seems to be the element for it, and you show them your hand. And they do ask you to disrobe your at least the torso, just so that way they can make sure there's no other markings appearing anywhere else.
He's
then
very compliant.
And once they confirm so, they tell you to put back your clothing for it, but to keep your arm, like the sleeve rolled up as much as possible.
Sure.
Eventually, though, it takes a little while. They do perform certain rituals, certain ceremonies. There's a lot of mist, and it feels like humid in the sense, but not hot humid, but more like there's just a lot of vapor in the air for it. As time progresses just a little bit, hold on 1 second, as it's like a cat.
Cat aggro.
Eventually, the cleric, his name is Torin, he steps away for a moment, and he returns with what obviously appears to be a paladin. She is an elf, dressed in gold and green armor, and looks softly on Jetro, and looks upon him and is like, I see that we are currently suffering from an infliction. What do you think caused this?
I think the weight of my actions finally caught up with me. My heart has carried no mercy and no hope for so long that I let something darker take root. I don't know.
Well, that does seem to be the case. This marking will not go away simply. If this has taken root in your very soul, then perhaps we need you to be here for a time to help cleanse it. Are you willing to stay and heal? And as she kind of like, you could see there's like almost like a holy light emanating from her hand on your hand, and forgive in order to remove this affliction.
He looks at Danny and he looks back at her and says yes.
Very well.
How long?
However long it takes. Mercy is not a simple thing. Some wounds can be healed with simple 2 words. Other wounds, as deep as this, that inflict the soul, well, that takes time. Time for you to heal and forgive yourself, and to perhaps forgive others. I sense something deep in here that is, well, festering from the 9 hells. This is not your doing alone. Someone, perhaps, is cursing you.
These might have something to do with it too. I'll take the sword off my back and pull the mask out, set them both down.
She very carefully analyzes them, and you do see she casts on herself, or Torn casts on her, protection against good and evil. And she looks at the mask. A simple thing. I don't sense too much evil on this. And you do sense she's casting the divine sense as she's saying this. Mm-hmm.
Our running theory from our wizardly learned friend was that infernal iron plus angelic blood may be a bit of a catalyst.
That does make sense, and that would be something that would inflict him. I think, though, that is a catalyst, but there is something deeper and something far worse that is affecting him. Whether it is himself or an actual devil. And the only way to remove the shackles from him is for him to break free of them. And she does gesture to like a mural of Mercy, which you all know his image. He is often depicted as a drow with chains and that are breaking. In the sense that he breaking apart, breaking away from that which holds you back, breaking away from the guilt that binds you. With the mist of the wings made out of mist. And in a moment, Jetro, you stare at that and you know you did not receive any vision or anything that was directly Mercy, the god. But those wings are definitely familiar.
I finally feel like I'm in the right place.
I am glad the 16 helped you come here. But ultimately it was your choice. And it will be your choice over and over again as you atone and you forgive and you are freed from this affliction.
Dr. Zanny, please send my apologies to Miss Alice. I'm sorry.
Well,
and I'm sorry for you. To you.
What, come down here, sweetheart.
He does.
What happens next does not have anything to do with anybody other than you. That being said, we're going to come up in your thoughts. We're going to come up in your nightmares. And I want you to know something right now.
Yes.
I have and will always love you and forgive you.
I'm not good at this, but I love you too, Doctor. And I believe that one day I'll be worthy of your feelings for me.
As soon as you believe it, everybody in the room will.
It's been an eventful time traveling with you. Maybe we'll get a chance to do it again.
Oh, you better believe it. I ain't. Between you and me, I'm starting to get my stuff back. And there's some tricks I got in the box that these kids ain't seen yet. And it's going to blow their fucking minds.
I don't know why that just made me pee a little.
Wait till I can talk to you later. Don't worry, I'll be checking in.
Can you do me one favor?
Anything.
Take care of Erlon. Because I'm
figured
not
you
going
were
to be
asking
able to
about him.
for a while.
Yeah, I got him. I do. I promise you, I got him.
This will be fine.
I know. Alice is the one I'm worried about, not you.
She'll be fine. She's she doesn't need me or anybody. She's fine. She's fine.
She will
And with that, when Zanny invokes Alice, he stands up straighter and he's kind of trying to at least put forth the air that he's good. He's got this.
A comforting hand, or a firm but comforting hand, does place it on Jetro's shoulder. We have much to discuss, Jetro. You may
Will
call
he
me
be? Will he
Lavera.
be staying?
Yes, Lavera. Lavera Lightbell.
Lavera. Saint Ashara.
Pleasure. I am the Redemption Paladin of the Conclave.
Silver City Conclave?
No, Eramer Conclave. Well, they're all
Well, I'll be damned.
international, so they're all connected.
Well, yeah.
But if you wish to visit him, you feel free, unless I am traveling with him to try to find some other help for him. But otherwise, he should stay here for a time.
I'll make sure the rest of our friends know that so they can come visit him.
Excellent. Temples, the doors of mercy are always open to all those who wish to come to enter. Mercy's.
Oh, you're going to get some visitors before the end of the day. As soon as I let them know what happened, trust me, the rest of them will be coming in droves.
She does chuckle a little bit. Eventually, though, she does escort Jetro, carefully taking the iron sword away. Perhaps, you're not sure, investigate it further, destroy it, or do whatever needs to be done with the infernal iron that comprises it. As Jetro turns one last time to bid farewell to Alan, not Alan, sorry, to Zanny, what is his final thought in his head?
I can do this. I can do this.
And
there's nobody else to put blame on now. This is on me.
Without knowing that, there's also a voice in the back of your head. You can do this, sweetheart. You got this.
And with that, Jetro, you are taken to a separate room where you are able just to meditate in silence and meditate in silence for a moment and just be away from everyone. And this isn't an imprisonment. The door is always open. But this is just giving you a sense of peace, of just isolation. That solitude is the best word. Solitude. Just to be with your thoughts, to feel whatever you feel as you start your journey of therapy, of healing, of reflections, and your journey of redemption. As this is happening, Zanny, you are approached by Torin, the cleric, and he does ask what he can help with or assist with at this moment for you specifically.
Looking to I don't know how to say this other than to be blunt. I require a form of magical atonement to fix moral compass issues.
You mean the ceremony spell?
I do.
Upon yourself?
Yes, please.
Very well. We will engage it. It is a timely thing. It does take an hour to cast.
I understand, and I do understand that there's some. I think there's some costs associated with it. Some incense. I think you all have to burn or something like that.
Yes, as we mentioned before, though, we give as much as we can. If you wish to leave a donation, you can, but it is not required.
Okay.
And for the next hour, Zanny, you are undergoing that ritual of ceremony.
And she's intending to go back to some of her older ways and nudge that neutral good right back into lawful territory.
All right. I believe, let me pull up the ceremony spell. You do have to make one roll for it. Let me just confirm what roll it is. All right, you must make a DC 20 wisdom check. You are in a temple, so you have advantage with this. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving, please.
I got +1.
I will say that they will bless you as well for it. So you will roll a D4. With a 12, though.
I'll use an inspiration.
Okay.
Another advantage roll or just one more roll?
I'll give you advantage on one. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. The notoriously bad roller strikes again. Oh, maybe not.
18. All right. Roll the bless, the D4, I believe.
As long as the bless actually holds out. Please, God, give me a 2. Okay.
There you go.
Sheesh.
Zanny, as you are praying with this cleric of mercy and being invoked with the power of the God of mercy, of redemption, you are seeking atonement. But one of the most important things with mercy is you atone yourself. That is a principle, a foundation of this God, is that he is a God of forgiveness and God of mercy. He will forgive or help you forgive. But ultimately, you are the one to start that process. What in your mind, is Zanny's mind, is she thinking as she is forgiving elements of herself to shift back into this alignment?
She's processing what she said and forced in on Jetro. And she starts thinking about how that was, I would have never done that. Old me would have never done that. I did 20 years to change my entire way of fucking thinking. And in 1 week, I have broken every oath I ever swore to keep people healthy and safe. Fuck me running. And it's like a good period of self-loathing for a while, and then all of a sudden just like, but he did come to the temple, and so did I. And at the end of the day, or for us at the beginning of the day, we still found a way to talk. And he even said it himself. He was where he wanted to be, where he needed to be. And it's not even that I'm justifying it, because there isn't a justification. It's that I realized that the best thing I could have done in that situation was just get out of my own way.
Realizing this and the need for perhaps more, not rigidity, but more stronger guidelines, stronger values or virtues. Because lawful good is not about following the law. It's about following certain ideals closely, certain self-imposed rules of etiquette, virtues, values. As it is said, a value is not a hobby. It is something you practice every day. And in that moment, you focus in on that. And your alignment changes from neutral good to lawful.
For a long time, I've followed the path of my namesake, Xantar Silverstorm. And I thought, maybe I'll try it a little bit like my Uncle Ripple. And then as everything kind of snaps back into place, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
The common adage of "God's damn it, Rip" echoes in your mind. With that said, though, you eventually finish the ritual. You thank Torin. If you want to donate anything to the church, or the temple, you absolutely can.
Zanny
Torin
donates
does
50 silver.
excellent. Mark off the silver. Torin does stop you before leaving, though. May I ask a favor of you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned, or perhaps your friend mentioned, that you guys are part of an adventuring group. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, we're kind of getting started here in Jedna. What's up?
Well, we had someone come in recently. She was hurt a little bit, and we provided the services and we healed her. I think she needs, though, a good group to ground her. Would you be interested in meeting this person?
Oh, that's going to be a fun time. How am I going to explain that? Oh, why not? I can give it a shot.
It's just a thought. I'm not imposing, but perhaps it's just if you've lost an ally, perhaps you can, or temporarily sidelined a ally and a friend. Maybe you may have use of her and her abilities.
Her. Okay. Let's meet this person. Why not? I'm still here. Heck with it.
He leads you to the front of the temple, just so that way it's more neutral ground and such. You guys can be kind of like have a conversation without it echoing in the temple or have anything, and you guys can literally just walk and go your separate ways for such. A few moments pass. A conversation is had with Torin and our friend, and eventually, our friend saunters over. And would Tim like to describe what Dr. Zanishara sees?
Well, that's a good representation of her right there. She's young, super young, human, dressed in black, long black hair, uh, kind of just kind of hanging out, looking bored and uncomfortable. The only thing of real note is that she's got a rapier on her hip, a whip sort of hanging on her back, and strapped to her right side is a 6-shooter. Hi.
Hi.
Problem?
No?
We don't have no problem, do we?
Absolutely not. Oh no, we both. Oh no. Is that what I sound like?
Wait a minute,
not
is
a
that what
house.
I sound like?
I think that's what you sound like. I think that's what I sound. Oh no. No wonder no one takes people like. Do people take people like you seriously? Do they ever take you seriously?
Oh, not my whole life, and I count on that.
Well, no fucking wonder. We sound like a bunch of ignorant assholes.
See,
You're not an ignorant asshole, are you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, they're perfect. You'll fit right in.
But I'll tell you what I am.
No?
That's damn glad to meet you. She holds out her hand.
Oh, hi. Dr. Zanishar Glorisong. And you are?
Still trying to figure out what your name is. Could say it a little slower.
Dr. Zanishara Glorisong.
Please tell me you're either a Zanny or a Shara.
I will take Zanny. Just don't call me late for dinner, sweetheart.
I can't cook.
Good news, I can.
Well, all right. We're already best friends. I'm Calliope Ash. You can just call me Ash.
Okay. Ash? Like from the sky, Ash? Sorry, I'm not. I should lead with this. I'm not from here. My Aramaic is a little not great sometimes.
You both are speaking in common.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Oh, Bria, Down south, Silver City.
With all due respect, and I want to just emphasize,
Oh shit, here we go.
with all due respect,
Uh-huh.
what the fuck is someone from Rhea doing with that gun on her back?
Import costs are a bitch, but we got one across the lines.
But then you came here, darling.
Yeah, I know. Well, why do you think I came here? I gotta go. I must see the world, and well, this tube on my back, and I figured, why not start with where it came from?
You might. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, conversation continues as
Sure.
you guys start to walk forward. Just for the sake, you guys can RP this in the RP channel that we have,
Sure.
but
Great.
Yeah,
Ash
there's a moment that Janie's just like, you know what? Let's just come meet my friends.
Yep. Ash and Zanishara head over towards, as they would know, heading towards the Ambrosia Bazaar, or at least heading towards the Palace District, where they were said that they were going to eventually meet with Bruce. Switching scenes. Skender's Guild. As I can't, everyone's reaction to Ash joining or Calliope was just golden. All right, let's go with the double E's, M and Erlon. You both,
Emlon.
you both head over to Skender's Guild, and let me change the music and go with more.
Oh, it's popping in here.
Oh yeah, it is.
You walk in and immediately you're pushing the doors in as the two of you enter, and there is a little bit of an ambient music that's occurring at the moment, but there's a lot of people, a lot of excitement. This isn't even like, this is after at least the morning rush that's going on, as there's so many different people here. You're not sure who is a member, who isn't a member, who's trying to get more information. You do see that there's a line at the front going forward where people are talking to this Minotaur individual who is just huge and stout and has these long horns for it. And even in the crowded room, and there's a lot of talking and bustle and energy in this room, you can't very much hear any conversations that are going on until you get very, very close, because there's like this energy, this excitement embedded in the very air. It is exhilarating. You are in an adventurers guild that supposedly is the pro league for this region. What is M and Erlon's initial reaction as they enter Skender's Guild?
Immediately,
I think
you good. Go,
oh,
go, Emlon.
M is just kind of like, oh wow, there's a lot more people here than I expected. And then when he sees the Minotaur, he is kind of like, actually he kind of pauses for a second and like looks around to see if there's like a labyrinth of some kind that he's missing. He's like, there's a Minotaur here.
You do know Minotaur? Well, Rem doesn't know this, but yeah, he would be like, wait, Erlon probably never seen a Minotaur, but he's heard of them. They're from the Moving Islands for it. So much farther north past the Sea of Beginnings. But this is pretty much M's first time seeing one. Actually, and you would have heard of Minotaur tequila. That Alice did drink that. So
Immediately when we get in through the doors, I'm just yelling like, Big Red has arrived.
Yeah, how many other people are in here shouting their names?
roll a general charisma check. Roll a general charisma check, Big Red.
Oh gosh. This is worth it. He said charisma?
Yes, please.
All right. God. Oh my god, it was almost a 20.
Can I do like a Cusco-esque entrance and just say, boom!
Boom, baby!
In the house. And you at least get the attention of pretty much like the first few people in here. You actually catch someone in your eye. You notice the ice genasi that was from the train station. You remember her name is Glacier, and you remember also the Fae Satyr, uh, the Penelope that's there. So, as well as one other individual that was also technically in the train that you saw at the train station, but a birdkin, who seems to be dressed as a.
Em immediately grabs Blazer.
Okay. Just lifts him up like that.
Well, he'll just like kind of poof him into his arms.
Yeah, and the birdkin kind of takes a step back because his attention got gravitated towards Big Red, and then immediately sees the cat kind of like in his arms, like just an instinctual step back for it. But yeah, you also know a few other people are staring at you for the moment. A woman kind of like dressed in all blacks with a little bit of golden henna on her face markings for it. A dark-skinned individual who's dressed in like chainmail and plate armor, or chainmail specifically for him, as well as a lizard folk who's staring, and you kind of get the feeling that he's wondering what you taste like for a moment, perhaps, or maybe that's just the stereotype for them, as well as a half elf of sorts, just like wearing plate armor, orange, just arms folded and staring, smiling at everything, just smiling at the group of you. What are you doing after you making your extravagant entrance?
First I'm gonna go to the familiar faces really quick, and gonna go over to them and just literally like, especially the Genasi, I'm gonna go up to her and be like, pointing to my axe. I'm like, you remember this?
Yeah, the
Remembering that I almost hit her with it.
Yeah, the axe that almost chopped my head off.
Yeah, hey, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. I didn't know that you were also looking to join up, being an adventurer here at Skenders.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Are you already part of the guild, or are you like trying to join?
I'm trying to join. Me and Penelope actually both trying to join. They're
nice.
offering applications right now. I think they're doing it. I think, what was it? The your days are strange on this realm. And Penelope's like,
aren't they?
Yeah, it's a timey wimey. I don't understand this obsession.
Finally, someone gets it.
Right? As you're talking to two people who are completely out of this plane, in this realm. So,
are you joining as a duo, or do you have friends that you're joining with?
They're saying they're allowing anyone to join, regardless if they're part of a team or not. But I mean, Penelope and I hit it off a bit on the train, so why not be a duo at least for now? And then you see Penelope just like, but the more the merrier.
Maybe you can find a group that is missing a couple of people or something.
Exactly. And then that moment you hear someone nearby shouting, and you hear the half orc person in front just bellow very loudly, "Well, screw Skender's Guild! I never wanted to join you anyway. You're a washed up joke." And you see,
why'd you come in here?
one of the two people like kind of surrounding him. One of them is also a human, just crackling her knuckles that are even with like wrappings on there. I think, Mark, you should leave. Just get out of here, Mark. You'll see. All of you will know Mark's name. I'll be famous, and you all will regret not hiring me on. And he just begins to march his way out.
He won't be as famous as Big Red.
Yeah.
Boom! Who the fuck is Big Red? No, I don't care. This orc just shoves M, and he actually does make contact, shoving M and the birdkin out of his way as he makes his way marching towards the door.
I'm a little worried. If they didn't take that guy, how are they gonna take us?
You do hear, well, well, actually, Erlen, you are close by. You hear one of them say like, "Goddamn Mad Eye Mork." So you at least know his title, Mad Eye Mork.
Mad Eye Mork.
I think he's got perhaps one too many screws loose, and that's why they didn't take him. Don't worry about it. Don't go comparing yourself to a guy that couldn't even get into a guild.
Fair. I feel like honestly, if anybody's gonna make it out of the group, it definitely would be Big Red.
For sure.
So what's the process then? Like Penelope, like what do we do? We just get in this line and then sign
As
some
you were
papers.
saying that, you do see there is a fish folk who is just a huge, bulbous,
What in the hell?
with a turban, and he has some sort of breathing apparatus on his gills as he's walking, mumbling to himself as he's filling out the application.
I'm not gonna lie, Erlon's gonna be scared. Yo, hey.
And he goes to one of the chairs and starts filling it out. Fish folk. What do you think they look like?
Not like that.
Flame Dolly 2.
All right.
No, that's fun. It looks good. I was just not expecting it.
You do hear as he's filling in his application, you do hear blip, nip as he's writing out his name.
Nip.
Blip, nib.
Uh,
How is he writing it?
He's writing it with. He has arms.
He's got a waterproof, paper or something.
As he's filling it out, you do hear Penelope just say, "Yeah, just go in line. You can talk to the I like to call him just Den Mother, even though he's not. It's just funny that way. But his name's Stouthide. You can talk to him and he'll get you an application."
All right, awesome. So I'm gonna start walking over to that line. As I walk over to the line, I'm just kind of do like finger guns to everybody, like Big Red.
Roll a performance
Red.
check.
No.
What's that?
Roll a performance check.
Oh, Jesus. Finger guns.
Yeah, it's not a high DC.
Thank God.
I say it's not a high DC, but you still rolled a 6, so it does come off as obviously as overly cocky and excitable. Just
That's all right. That's exactly what I was going for. Perfect. And then yeah, so Em, come on, Em. We gotta sign some papers.
in front of you, there is a drow female, long white hair, pale gray skin with plate armor. You could definitely tell the difference between the different groups, or rather the people here versus the people outside. This place feels like it's holding on very fast to the idea of the past, of like armor instead of like heavy armor for weapon to endure weapon attacks. You're able to see like there's a lot of emphasis on the traditional approach for adventuring, as opposed to perhaps like the constabulary, where it's just like, oh yeah, simple uniform and rifle.
Nice.
As Blazer and M are moving forward, Blazer kind of like stiffens a little bit, not in an aggressive sense, but definitely in like, I see a cat. There's a cat here. Like cats not like the other cats, just instinctively, as there seems to be a roguish cat filling out an application as well, and he also does the same thing, like staring down.
Looking sly.
So eventually, the line continues as one of them fills out an application at a desk. The fish folk does come back, but take a few steps away from Blazer as they are trying to do the application. Is there anything else M or Erlon are doing as they are waiting in line?
I'm kind of almost like sizing up the competition, just like kind of looking at everybody, kind of seeing like, who's going to be really the one to beat.
Oh, you
I
can
guess
for
you could
sure
say.
take this guy over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
you are
fish
able
one.
to tell this group
This
right
guy.
here, this group like up in the north, is they're part of the guild. Automatically, you're able to tell them the way they hold themselves. They don't have any application in their hands. They're kind of judging you all, so it definitely makes sense that these people are here, and especially because one of them basically kicked out Mork.
Yeah.
These people are actual members, and they're also sizing you up at the same time.
Yeah. Are they taking notice to us at all? Like really kind of directing their focus on us at all?
No, they're keeping an eye on you, and especially after you did the finger guns at them.
Oh God.
Eventually, you do hear like Mikhail say, "Well, I'll just have to fill out this application then, but it's needless. You obviously will want me. I'm Mikhail the musical." High just like fill it out the application, Bard. Next.
It's like Lord Farquaad.
As
He
you
is a
get to the
musical.
line.
He's a living musical.
Mikhail the musical, yes. Chaos is like the hell. All these you just shake.
Your pun names are worse than mine.
Hey, yes, I will not
I
deny.
love it.
He asks, and she's just very frank. The drow application, please. All right. Name Natalia. Natalia, here you go. Any questions? If I have any, I will ask. But thank you. And she just immediately goes to fill out. And Erlon, you're next. And he's like,
How tall is this desk?
he is canonically huge. Canonically large. Minotaurs are all large creatures.
Oh
So they're
Jesus.
not medium. They're not. They have the big build and are large. So they will put a Goliath to shame.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looks down. Not in a. He's not, again. He's not doing it in a derogatory, but just from his size and you being a small folk, he does look down. Like he's almost at eye level with, or M is almost at eye level with him, but by a couple a head or two. But he does look down at the two of you. All right, welcome to Skender's Guild. I assume you want an application.
Yeah.
How does this?
We do. But God damn it, Emlyn. Go.
No, take it away.
No. Go, Em. You're fine.
I was just gonna ask how it works. Do we apply individually, or is there like a group application? Or
Individual applications are filled out, but if you are a part of a group, you're considered part of that for it. If you are individuals, we may just ask and see if you would like to be paired with anyone. However, we do allow people to do solo missions if they are more comfortable doing things alone.
What are we gonna apply for? Because I was kind of going the solo route on this one.
well, I figured the way it was the way he says it, we can get an application for everyone, and whoever wants to be part of a group can group up, and if anyone wants to go split off from the main pair, that's their choice. But they're individual applications from what I gather.
Yeah. What do you think of the rest of the group? Do you think the rest of the group's gonna want to be a part of this?
I think that Lance and Alice are going to be concerned about what kind of money they're going to make from the doing the jobs.
Yeah, true. We should ask him, right? Like, I think Lance said something about some percentage, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was going on about.
Hey, big
Something
guy.
about
So what does it
admission.
mean? What does it mean when we're part of the guild? Like, what's so great about your guild?
Skender's Guild was formed after the Janissary the Janissaries were disbanded. It was established on the belief of service of militant groups that can work together with the community. You can join and be part of that legacy, be part of the growing initiatives, especially in these uncertain times. We are accepting individuals, whether they're looking for fame, fortune, or just to do good in the community. If you join or are deemed first worthy of joining, you get to share in the spoils and that legacy and that fame, as well as partake in any of our initiatives, as well as our training and any kind of like gestures, hospitality.
Okay.
I mean, I
Yeah,
was sold on hearing the word guild. That just sounds fun to join.
As long as I'm not paired up with the fish guy.
The fish person, the Bleneb
He's
behind you
right
just
behind me.
looks at you like offended a bit, and Stout High passes 2 applications towards you, and then says, "Applications are accepted until tomorrow."
Are we able to take some for people who aren't here, or do they have to specifically come here?
Sure, we can allow them if you're having vouching for them. And you see, he does have like a huge stack, so he just doesn't care. Make sure though that they have to submit the application before midnight tomorrow. We'll be reviewing them and we may be calling upon you with sendings on the 1st of the new month. And he
Good
gives
to
you
know.
how many applications.
You know how time works here. I'll count on you to keep track of that. I need 5 of them.
He counts out 5, and he struggles for a moment because he's huge. And these are pieces of paper. And then he finally, all right, here you go, 5 applications. And I just
because he can only count to 4.
I just posted, by the way, the application. It is now on the Discord. Fill it out if you're actually applying.
Is it on Papery Industries paper?
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh.
Alice is gonna fill that shit out.
Good luck with the application, and hope to see you all join if you are deemed worthy. Next,
Thanks.
as Bleneb wants to turn in his application.
Just gonna tiptoe around him.
Yeah, I have to read.
You can definitely tell, like, he is an arcane user. You're just not sure what he does. So.
Jesus. Yeah.
He casts magical bubbles.
M will just kind of look at the fish guy as they're kind of like passing each other, and he'll kind of like take a step back and like hold Blazer back a little bit further and just, sorry, you know, cat
Blazer
fire.
really wants to, like, he's just like staring. You can see him licking his lips.
Oh my God. What an interesting group
good
of
luck
people.
to you.
Yeah. And this is just this group. You guys decided to do it in the, right now it's about like almost noonish. You can imagine there was a different group that I prepared for the morning crew and the evening group and the night group. But yes. All right. The 2 of you fill out the applications or take them off. I'll say you can time soup anything else, and you guys can have any other conversations you want. But let's switch over to our final group. Lance and Big Red is cracking up. Lance and Alice. You both are heading over. You are heading over to a constabulary, correct?
Sure.
Alice has no clue where Bruce went this morning, correct?
No, he did tell you to meet him by the, like, near the.
Yeah, but she doesn't know which one he was at.
He did. He said the one in the near the Ambrosia, between Ambrosia Bazaar and the Imperial, the Palace District.
Oh, I thought he said they were going to a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's next to Mew's coffee shop.
That's what I heard.
He told you to meet him at the coffee shop. He didn't tell you where he was going.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that, and maybe I said he shouldn't have said meet me at the coffee shop. Probably, perhaps better if he said meet near, like in that near the constabulary next to the coffee shop.
I think his exact words: "You can meet me in front of the coffee shop because I wouldn't want you to get tarnished by going inside of it."
That's true.
Sounds like him.
So yeah. All right. Any conversations between Alice and Lance as they are just going to any of the constabularies on their way?
Yeah.
So how much trouble do you think these other 4 are going to cause while we're out here?
Oh, let's just say I think we'll probably come across them in one of the constabularies.
Which ones of them? Which pair?
I think Erlon will probably somehow manage to get kicked out of the guild. Somehow. By just being too big red. And I think Imberin will come with him, just because that's Imberin. And I think I don't know about Jetra and Zanny. I mean, how much trouble can you cause at a temple?
Well, I mean, the way our track record with this group is so far,
Very high,
one
you're
of them
right.
literally waved his dick at a temple last night, so
Hopefully he keeps his clothes on at the very least.
let's. Do you read books? Do you like reading books?
Well, I do and I don't. It's not my favorite pastime, but if I'm bored, I will peruse one.
Oh, okay. When I was out yesterday, I bought like 4 books and haven't had a chance to read them all for any information. But
I'm still trying to pass through this thing, and she's gonna like open her bag and sort of like half pull out the book that Zany gave her, which I'm assuming is pretty hefty.
Yep.
And in Rian.
I was gonna say it's in a language you
Yeah.
barely speak. So.
No. I can read Rian. All right, that's not the issue here. I can read Rian. I can't speak Rian.
Awesome. You guys enter the constabulary, and you head over towards the bounty board.
Sure. Is there
Uh-huh.
anybody like in there? Does somebody greet us? Or are we just allowed to walk through?
No, there is a constable in there, which I will ask which constabulary are you going to go, because I have a constable specific for each one.
Of course you do.
Are we gonna stay close to where we were? We didn't set a meeting point.
Yeah, just next to the coffee shop.
But we didn't tell the others that. We just
No, you would have. I would say that you will. I will
Okay.
con that you will, because otherwise, how are you meeting back?
I was gonna say we just all broke up and then Lance they're going, oh shit, we didn't set
All
a
right, I will
meeting
say
point.
as I'll make an executive decision. You guys went to the Rose Throne, the Rose Throne Borough, specifically their constabulary, which
Okay.
for them they have Gorwan Brownbeard as the constable. He is also a dwarf.
So many dwarves today.
I don't
He
like.
does
My neck is starting to hurt.
Welcome.
Lance will hand you a
You
cold
need
candy bar.
anything?
Just put that on the back of your neck.
Welcome to the constabulary. How can I help you today?
Oh, we just wanted to take a peek at the bounty board.
All right.
All right. Do you got any like secret behind the desk jobs that need to be done that haven't gone up yet that the others haven't seen?
Unfortunately, no. Any of our private or more private contracts are handled by the Office of the Arif, which I understand has contracted to give exclusivity to Skender's Guild.
Okay. Okay, we'll just look at the board then, and Lance will go look at the board.
All right. You start looking at the board, and I'm going to start posting all the different bounties that are there into the RP chat, or not the RP chat, the main Discord chat. So one moment, please. And it is a heavy board. The board has a lot of different bounties. You notice several are with regards to any of the bandit bosses that are near or at least south of the city, as well as a few potential like borderline terrorist individuals or people that have engaged in fraud or other financial crimes and murder. A lot of people are wanted, and the constabulary is eager to hunt them down and offering sizable rewards for them.
So what you're telling me is Bill the Bard was not eaten by a giant summoned fish person?
Wait, say that again?
So you're telling me Bill the Bard was not eaten by a giant summoned fish person that bit him in half?
Half of him. He's now horribly disfigured. But I'm also happy that you remembered him.
Alice is just gonna point at Alice is gonna point at like one of the bandits and go, didn't we kill him?
Yeah.
Lance is gonna look. Did we kill him?
I believe, and she's pointing at hold on, there's so many of these things.
Roll a
Avis.
roll a d6, Alice.
Oh, I was thinking she's pointing at Avis. A 1.
Yeah, you accidentally point at the cat burglar.
Oh, okay.
Lance was thinking that too. Did we already kill Abbas?
You did?
Did we?
We did kill him?
We did.
Yes. He was the one for the train heist, session 1.
Oh, Lance is just gonna pull that one off and just be like, "This guy's dead already."
You're welcome.
And you have proof of this?
Pretty sure the proof is on the train that.
Actually, hold on. Where's the?
You don't have his head, do you?
No. But I do have his double-headed lucky coin.
Yeah, we'd need more proof of that before we can give you any bounty if you're responsible for that, or have a cleric have you sign on a seal of truth a document stating that you did in fact kill them.
We can do that. Or do you remember hearing about the train robbery on the way here to Jeddah?
I think I read that in the papers.
Yes, we were the ones that took care of those bandits, and he was their leader, and he's dead. And we can confirm that with the other constables.
All right. If what you say is true, and you notice he's not disbelieving, but you also have to imagine plenty of people come in saying that they killed an individual and trying to get a reward. If that is the case, come back here tomorrow, perhaps. I can confirm. If that is the case, I can.
Yeah, we took one guy hostage, and the lawman. Or no, was it the lawman or the constables that took him?
You would know it was lawman Abraham Wacht.
Yes, lawman Abraham Watt did collect the one member of the party that we did leave alive. So if you want to reach out to him, he can confirm that we were the ones to kill it. You can give him my name. He would know who I am. And he probably knows us as the Phoenix family.
Phoenix. And that Alice does hear him say that.
He knows us as what now?
I had to give him a name. I didn't have like a group name, and you guys, we haven't talked about it. We need to talk about it later, but that's what he knows us as.
Darling.
So that's what he'll need to. Sorry. Yes, we'll discuss that later. But yes, that is what he would know us as.
All right. I'll send a telegram for it. But come back tomorrow, just so that way I can get some confirmation.
Perfect.
Tomorrow at noon.
At what time?
Noon.
Okay, perfect. Can we take a copy of the rest of these?
I think I have some that are not posted on the board, and you realize you snatched it off of the board, and he has
The one?
copies. Yeah, so he has to now replace that copy. He does give you several copies of it, or one copy of each, I should say.
Perfect. Okay, so Lance is gonna fold all of these up, and Lance is sitting here going, God, I wish I had keen mind so I didn't have to carry all these stupid pieces of paper around with me. Is this on paper industry papers?
Let me roll for it. It is not. It is from Paper Cut Press.
Lance, you give those back right now. You hand those back to that man. We do not want them.
No, we are taking all these copies, and we are going to advise them that they should use paper industry copies because they wouldn't rip off the board so easy next time.
You do know that Paper Cut Press is or Alice would know that it is a local factory here, and they do produce very cheap paperwork. Quantity over quality.
Alice is gonna hold up the one that Lance ripped off the board, and she's just gonna casually be like, you know what happens when you use loose paper? And she's just gonna, like, as daintily as possible, just rip it in half. It's not even a clean rip.
And you see the goblin he's just like.
I'm just saying, if you want somebody to respect you and to respect the bounty board, and not go stealing bounties. I mean, anybody could just come up here and, oh, I did this. Steal it off the board. Oh, someone comes in and he's on the bounty board. Very easy to pull it off. If you used Papery Industries paper, though, you would not have such a problem with that. And you could just hand them out to people. And they'd appreciate it,
Roll a persuasion check. This is going to be a high DC. Because you're basically telling an officer.
Does she get help because Lance already started this?
No.
Can I use my inspiration?
I was about to give disadvantage.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. But can I use my inspiration?
Sure. 60. You want to use your inspiration on this? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21.
I was like, I have a +9. All right, we just need to roll above a 10 would be cool.
Well, knowing this track record. All right. I will. Paper Industries, you said?
Yes, sir.
I'll let my supervisor know about this paper. However, it's unlikely I can do anything since this is coming from Department of Defense. So you can
But-
write to the Arif asking for that to cancel the contract that he has with Paper Cut Press. If they agree, or if he agrees, I mean, he's the Arif. He could do whatever he wishes. So
Lance will just kind of lean over and whisper in her ear, "Let's just buy a paper cut press instead and run him out of business."
Alice like looks at him and then she kind of falters for a second. That reminds me, I do need to tell you something.
and with that, the two of you can RP it as you head off out of the constabulary. I will say, which one catches Alice's eye of all the bounties?
Well, probably. Let's see. Hold on. Let me look through them one more time.
The child.
That's a small cloak.
Oh,
I'm
so a child. Lance just calls her child.
I'm thinking.
She's wanted for murder.
I'm thinking this Landland Wildhold. He looks kind of like a rich douchebag.
Takes one to know one.
Exactly.
I
Wanted
bet
for
you-
conspiracy and treason.
Yes.
Alice, I bet you that guy gives us 20,000 gold not to turn him in.
And I don't mind.
And then we crawfish and we turn them in anyway.
No, he gives Alice the money to not turn him in, and then Big Red hits him from behind, and we drag him in anyways.
There you go. And which one catches Lance's eye the most, aside from Abbas?
I'm guessing Lance. Does the Koja, the Breaker, look older for Ivory Ken?
She does. She looks to be like almost like middle age, or close to getting closer towards middle age, but still relatively spry.
Oh, this Boss Thana. We already killed her too and turned that one in, didn't we?
You did, but they haven't yet announced it. So.
Lance would walk back inside and hand him that one, say that she's already dead too. I already collected that one, and then just walk right back out.
We'll agree. You get the feeling that if you're ever going to like collect a bounty, they do ask, "Have you already collected on this?" as part of the application. So there's no like double dipping.
Oh no,
But-
no, that's what I'm saying. Lance is
Yeah,
just
but
turning this
that's
one in
what
and said,
Yeah, you wager that you've heard about that. They've caught people doing that.
Yeah.
Prison sentences. So he thanks you for the candor, and he says that he'll notify the other constabularies so that they can remove that from the board.
Although I think the one that Lance really wants to hunt down is the Red Goblin Warlord.
Yeah, the Red Goblins. So
Actually, now that I'm reading all of these people need to die.
I don't think we can kill the cat burglar with Imbrin, though. I feel like he might not like it.
I bet you Embrin is the cat burglar.
And with that being said, the group heads out, all of you converging as the DM waves his hands to be about to meet relatively the same time. And we'll see what happens when we get back. So, all right, what time is it right now? It is 8:35. So let's do 15 minutes. Start the clock, Alice, and we'll come back at 8:50 p.m. Pacific and see what happens next as the group converges and who else they will be meeting. So, see you all soon.
We are back.
Welcome back, everyone, to our Halloween special, our very spooktacular, fun session we're having here. Definitely different from last session with all the feels and the intensity and the fun that we're having. So it's awesome, it's great, and we're excited to see how the new dynamics are about to happen with it. The group is starting to converge, and I will ask, well, dare I ask, Erlon, Lance, and Zanny, please roll a d20 for me.
Oh God, not
Hey,
again.
can you roll better than a 1, please, Lance?
It's actually boo.
Nice.
I get 5 times better.
5 times better.
There
yeah,
you go.
We're going lowest to highest, right?
Jesus.
Yeah, now suddenly you guys are rolling very, very well with it all. So, yeah, let's go with
God damn it, Zanny.
let's start with Zanny and Ash. You guys are talking. Is there anything you are talking? And again, there'll be more RP that you can have in the RP channel. But any important thing you would convey between now as you're getting closer towards the destination?
As we're getting closer, it's probably just been a lot of back and forth about the guns, because she's definitely noted the hardware you're carrying as well.
Oh,
And
she'll be happy to wax. That's her
yeah.
her parents' company manufactured the gun.
Well, no shit. Huh. There's something. When we get back, I should probably lead off before you say hi, because they're not going to be expecting you. They're going to be expecting somebody else entirely, and that's
Oh,
going to
that
be
big asshole that I saw you come in with.
well. I mean, big fella. Big fella.
At the same time,
but,
as you guys are talking, Erlon and M are rounding the corner. What are the two of you doing? As you see, you both, all four of you see each other, but Ash is more of like doesn't know who they are, but only sees two individuals staring at them. But the four of you have converged.
oh, hey.
Zanny, what kind of church was that you brought Jetro to, that he ended up coming back like this?
I will ask, is he like staring at Ash? Because
Yeah, what happened there?
How tall is Erlon?
He's very tall for a small folk.
Yeah,
He's
but like a little over 4.
4'2".
Okay,
I think
'cause
I would
she's
say 4.
5'9".
Yeah.
And in heels.
I mean, disguising yourself is pretty easy to do.
Jetro, Jetro's not coming back.
So, who is this then?
This is Ash. I met her over at the temple. They said that she was kind of banged up and she was looking for some people to maybe hang with, and I had this weird notion that maybe she should come along and meet all of us.
What do you mean that Jetro's not coming back?
I'll explain the whole thing when we're all together, but he decided.
At which time
but
I
I'm
will
gonna
say
give you
now
the short one.
Lance and Alice are across the street or coming, and they see the group. Alice and Lance, because of how low you rolled, you guys got lost for a moment to explain kind of like the timing of it. But eventually, especially with the 5 and the 1, you notice the group and you converge, and you do notice that Jetro's missing and that there's this female that's next to Zanny.
Zanny, darling, I gave you like one job, and it was to keep track of Jetro.
I know exactly where he is.
Is that Jetro?
It's not him. He's.
You guys are so quick to jump to that.
Jetro is. He made a decision to stay at the temple.
I'm sorry, he what now? Zanny, I gave you one job.
To see that he got taken care of and that he got help.
No, I said don't let him run off.
He did, and he ain't running off.
Well, he's not right
staying
here.
Right there at that temple.
What temple? She's looking around.
The one of mercy, and we will go see him so that you all can talk. I mean, he's not just vanished, but he's staying with them. He's decided to stay with them for a little bit. I think he found something there that might be able to help him that we might not be able to do.
That
Which
one's got a
honestly,
path he was walking for sure.
if you think about it, Sugar Tits, you found somebody that's going to be able to
Whoa.
help you too.
Oh fuck!
Alice Meza, nice to meet you. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Can't say as I have.
Well, darling, don't worry, you will hear plenty. I have no idea who you are, nor why you are here, nor why Zanny thought to bring you here instead of Jetro.
You can just call me Ash, Sugar Tits.
I don't think I want to call you anything.
Well, I don't
mean-
think there's any reason.
Wait,
to be
so you're saying we
unkind.
can? Was that the whole? Is that your title, or are you calling? I'm confused.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was telling Sugar Tits that she can call me Ash.
Like you don't know
Gotcha.
Alice. I can tell you right now, her tits aren't sweet.
Oh,
Darling, and you're not big.
Okay, all right now.
well, I don't think you need to insult the man.
Darling.
You hear that, Alice? You hear
Darling,
that?
I have seen this man's penis more than I care to, and I need to get some jabs in before I go crazy, to be completely honest with you.
Really?
Yes, and it is as disappointing as you would expect.
All right. Okay. Cool. Hi, I'm Big Red. Nice to meet you.
You know, I saw it too, and it wasn't that. But it's pretty, actually, nicely sized.
Darling, proportional to you, perhaps.
No, proportional for his entire fucking species. He's doing pretty good.
Alice is she's the same height. I think she's 5. Yeah, she's 5'9", also in like thick.
I'm 5'9.5".
And you're. She's doing like the
Wonder
height
Woman.
thing between her and Ash. Yes, darling, but I mean proportional to our species.
Oh yeah, well, whatever. You do you whatever. I don't care.
Alice, I like you. I think we're going to be real good friends. Me
Well-
and Zanny are already the best friends.
Darling,
Well, I won't go that far.
then we have something in common because I also like me a lot. So that means we have plenty to talk about. Me.
What is Lance's reaction in all this?
Lance is just watching all of this unfold. And Lance is unfazed by this. He's like, okay, so Jetro's getting help. And we have this new chick who's going to piss off everybody more than I am. So this is fine. I think it's a win-win.
Is it kind of like that meme of the dog with the fire? This is fine. It's fine.
No, it's more of Lance is analyzing this and looking at this as going, okay, this is a positive step forward for all of us. And these guys will eventually figure that out.
Does Lance share about the bounties, or does M and Erlon mention about the Scavengers Guild?
Yeah, I suppose this is a good time. Because he's probably got them in his hand, the extra ones in his hands, still. So he'll say, well, if Jetro made his choice to stay with the temple for a while, and you're going to be joining us, Ash, I suppose here you can take this.
Whoa.
And he'll hand you the application first.
Well, M. I mean, that was why I brought her, was so we could have the discussion.
Yeah, I think that Zanny thinks that y'all ain't going to like me much.
Well, that application that he's trying to give you was for Jetro.
Do you want me to give it back?
I mean, I haven't even heard if Jetro's even like happy where he's at right now. He just disappeared.
You can't just say he went off to the temple. I mean, did he choose to? How long will he be there for?
He was
choose.
screaming, let me go, but I think it was fine.
he was fine. He went in and they offered him a chance to stay there with them and work on some of the deeper situations that's causing his afflictions. But it's going to take time and he can't leave while he's doing it.
Like for the day?
Like for maybe months or years. He ain't coming back anytime soon, sweethearts. And he made the choice. He wants this. He wants to go. And don't take my word for it, honeys. We can go later. He needs a little bit of time to settle in, but when we get a chance, we'll go visit him and he can tell you himself. But this was his decision, and it's for him to get better. He wanted to do this.
That's probably a good thing. I was going to actually recommend that he spend some time in consecrated ground anyways, because I think that would help him.
He had this look on him right before I left him that I ain't seen before on his face. I think I might have actually seen him happy for once.
But darling, we were supposed
You're
to.
not talking.
You're on mute,
Of
Alice.
course. No, I'm not. It's just not. It's these dumb headphones. All right.
Did you go squeaky? Did you squeak? Is that what happened?
No.
Erin's done that before, where she'll get so excited and it registers in an octave that the headphone just goes no.
It just goes to the dog
Not a
levels. And
noise.
it's like, nope.
I don't think I have that octave in me. I sang with the tenors. Let's put it that way. I thought we were supposed to be the ones to help him. I mean, he hardly knows what he wants. He certainly doesn't know what he needs.
I think he actually figured it out. I think he did find it, but he found it there, and he didn't find it with us.
We helped him get to where he needed to be.
Yeah, we made
We
sure
played our part
he
in
got
his
there.
story for now.
Yeah, we got him there, and that was our job.
He could have at least said goodbye.
He'll get his
Yes,
chance to.
that's true.
He will get his chance to. You all, I'm gonna take you all by later. You all can say your whatevers. You can say hi. You can see for yourself.
How's Erlon looking?
Pretty defeated actually. Like just a failure wise. Like I don't know. Like actually it's more of a sense of like kind of sucks because like finally he like saw a brother in somebody else and then it was literally just like dropped.
Can I roll insight to see if I can kind of see that Erlon's not doing well?
Sure. Roll a insight check, Erlon. If you want to roll a deception check, you certainly can.
Alice is gonna put like a hand on Erlon's shoulder. Not like heavy or anything, just sort of like a I get you.
No.
Right.
No one can see my true feelings.
You can use you got journal and session inspiration.
I'll
Ash,
use journal.
Okay.
Won't do any good, but I'll use it.
You can
Back
try.
off, Ash.
Let's see. Re-rolling.
Nope.
Ooh.
So close.
Yeah, you're having a hard time reading him. You definitely are able to tell that this was a person that was important to Erlon because it's so close. And I mean, he did mention like the way his voice is and his tenor and everything. There's definitely a connection there that anyone can see, but the true nature of Erlon of this big red seems to be hidden.
Can I just kneel down, or at least you bend down towards him and say, "Hey, you don't want to get a drink?"
I take it back, Sunny. I love her.
I thought you might find something in common.
Alice is already pulling alcohol out of her bag.
Oh, you don't
Or
have.
literally, there's a coffee shop right here that we can go inside, not drink in the streets like a homeless person, Alice.
Yeah, let's.
Or I think there's a bar around the corner we can go to.
Oh, can we do the bar?
Why
I've
don't we
been
go
locked
get
up for
ourselves a seat?
14
Yeah.
months.
As you guys are walking,
Wait,
I
DM,
will-
what time of day is it?
it's early afternoon. I would say it's closer to like maybe 1 or 2
So
at
we've
this time.
got a couple hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
got a couple hours, but overall you're on time and everything. But let's shift scenes for a quick
Yes.
moment. I will ask, or I was, well, yeah, I will say to our new returning friend here, would you have stopped by to get some falafel, or would you have uh been just minding your own business with things?
She was planning on heading straight to the tower whenever that was about noon.
Yeah, it was about, well, you arrived at around 11. By the time you got to everything, like 11:30, refreshed, and then we're heading out. It'd be closer towards like noon, like around 12:31. So let's just say like it's that convergence of time for the rest of them. You're still on time with kind of like what we discussed in the role playing. So as you are making your way down the street, this group is also making their way down another street. Suddenly, someone hears, well, all of you all hear screaming.
I hear screaming.
You then hear like this ruckus, this cacophony, and then a smash. And a crash happens, and then there are more people screaming. You see several people are starting to run. I will say the group turns, and let me move to the new map. But the last thing you all see is a
Oh, shit.
giant, like, rack, or I would say crates, just being chucked over. And let's grab the map. Let's go to the new map. As a hulking, macabre creature of stitched flesh and just reeking, as there's mud, quote unquote mud, dripping off of their body as they have emerged from one of the recent sewers, and is charging and causing mayhem in the city.
That's not mine.
Everybody but Ash looks at Lance.
No,
Lance just looks immediately like that's not mine.
In that moment, you'd see like one of the carriages over here has been like just smashed over. There's a person that is trapped underneath the carriage because it kind of like fell over onto her side for it. And I want everyone to please roll as I pull up the initiative. Initiative, please.
Thank God, combat.
It's Halloween. It's, come on, Frankenstein-esque.
Son of a fucking.
Let's go.
oh my
with-
gosh, we get to go together, Ash.
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations.
All right, go ahead.
Twinsies. Hashtag twinsies.
Can we
do
girl power
action.
at them? Let's hold hands and
Yes.
skip.
We can.
All right, let's see. And all of
Calliope
you,
goes first, and the rest of us just.
I see. Wait, I only see 3, and I see all these rules. Let me. I think you guys didn't
oops.
click on your token, so let me add you manually to the initiative order. 1 second. Let's see. Lance, you rolled the 7. Alice, you rolled the 12. Calliope, you rolled another 12. Let me add you.
You're definitely gonna go way before me because your dexterity is probably way higher.
Annie, and then Lance, you rolled the 4, 2, 4, 5. Big Red, what did you roll?
A
Or
13.
you're on mute.
13.
13? Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't see
Yeah.
it for some reason.
You're
All right.
good.
And let me just make sure 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where's
And-
Chance?
Chance, can you please roll initiative?
Oh, I didn't realize I was there.
Yeah, you're on the southern part. You were walking towards
yep.
the thing, and then suddenly something's happening like directly in front of the road you were taking.
Oh, I thought you said I was on a different street, but okay.
No, sorry, I said the same street. So my bad if if I missaid anything or for it. So awesome, and let's roll for this baddie. Let's do
This baddie.
Poop monster.
With a natural one, she might be on another street.
She sees that and just about face, turn heel, and walk away.
Yeah, no, not for me.
Nope.
I mean,
Last time I got involved
that
in
was going to be my reaction.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a moment. It actually makes sense that you rolled the natural one for it.
Deuces.
We'll see what happens. But yes, let's start initiative. Halloween-esque Frankenstein flesh golem. So, Erlon, you are at the top of the initiative with 13. What are you doing?
What great fucking timing in the middle of emotions. So, fuck.
Take it out on something.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna take it out right on him. So I mean, is he obviously fucking like just causing terror?
Yeah, he
You
is
said
about to
someone's strapped.
attack. He is about to attack this at least person in front of him. He just knocked over a carriage and he's throwing things and attacking indiscriminately.
All right, we're rushing in.
All right.
Raging
have-
first, of course. Oh,
All right.
actually, hold on. I'm gonna wait till rage until I get to him because I'm really far.
You can, if you dash, you can get right.
I can
to it.
dash to get in. Yeah. Yeah. Would that take my bonus action then in order to rage or no?
Yeah, you bonus action to rage. So you can dash and then rage, or rage and then dash. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The rage only drops if you do not attack or are not attacked.
Yeah.
Or are not, don't suffer damage. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to dash and rage into him.
Okay. As you do this and you get up close for it, great. Let's go to Calliope. You see this transpire, and then suddenly big red bolts getting upset and kind of like just like his veins popping a little bit as he's just enraged as he's heading straight towards this flesh golem.
He's the one man I might actually fall for. Okay.
I'm like yelling, Alice called me little.
Little red.
So can she move and draw a weapon at the same time?
Absolutely.
Okay, she does so, and it's already loaded, clicks off the safety, and fires.
All right, roll your first attack with your new character.
I'm going to spend my other inspiration.
All right.
Hell yeah, you are.
22
Much
hit,
better.
roll damage with that +9 to hit. $20 points of damage. Awesome.
Kabloom.
Kaboom indeed.
I think Erlon might fall for her.
Takes out a giant socket of the arm, and perfect. You fire away, aim, and pull the trigger, and it does damage. It immediately turns at you, and you can see a little bit of an electrical charge building around it at the moment. Let me just roll really quickly. Okay. Erlon, you are standing in that direction. You suddenly get jolted for 7 lightning damage.
Ooh.
So there we go. You're talking, and suddenly lightning just zaps right back out of its body. All right. Perfect. Let's go next then to Alice.
So Alice was in the middle of pouring herself a drink, so thankfully she has her arcane focus out. She watches Erlon just go charging at this thing, and she has absolutely no time to process. So she's gonna take a few hold on, let me make sure she has far enough for it. There we go. She's gonna take a couple steps forward. She looks at Lance for a second. She looks at this thing and she goes, "Darling, whatever made you could have at least tried to put some pieces that match together, because by the 16 you are a goddamn mess." And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Yep.
No,
As
mine
he
would
is
look
also,
prettier.
he's dripping with feces from the sewers, and let's roll. He does have advantage on magic resistance, but that's an 8.
It's
so
15. So he
15.
takes, let's see, 1 psychic damage. And
Okay.
he has disadvantage on its next attack roll. I am also going to use a bardic inspiration, and she's going to like look around, and for a moment, as she's just annihilating this man, gonna call out to the spirits for a little bit of help.
All right.
I believe
Sounds
it's
good.
still, yeah, it's still a 1d6. I got a 2. That
Which story is that?
Sorry, it's in a completely different place than my thing. It's the melee one. Gosh darn it.
No worries.
Carry on.
Yeah, let's see. 1D. Okay. As you do it, he groans, grabs his head, and then suddenly the electrical charge starts to occur. It's cooking the matter on his body, and an electrical discharge zaps the woman directly in front of him, doing 1 point of damage to her.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
So it's not an attack roll, it's an automatic ability of it.
Oh,
So
it
you
is?
did not know that. So you
Damn.
try to use your spell, but it has no effect.
That's toxic.
Did you play Diablo 2?
No. I played
It's
Diablo
Rock and
3.
Issue. It's Rock and Issue.
I don't know what that means.
We'll get to it in a moment. So, Alice, you stare. Do you get any closer or try to do anything else?
Absolutely not.
All right, just checking. It is now the golem's turn. It's going to turn. It sees it being attacked, and it is just. Let me see if it's going to do anything.
Popular necrosis. Oh, that was Zanny.
Yeah, it's going to start making its way around Big Red, ignoring him for a moment. Big Red, you have an attack of opportunity. Do you take it?
Of course I am.
Then go
He
ahead.
needs to notice Big Red.
You didn't hurt him at all. That's why he just like ignored you and is making his way towards Calliope.
Yeah, I take offense to that. That really hurt.
So swing away.
We're swinging.
$14 hits. Roll damage. 10 points. Awesome. And let me. Yeah, you get zapped again. Right as you strike him, there's another electrical discharge, and you take 8 points of damage.
My God.
So you're striking, and you feel that electrical charge going right through the axe into you. Your teeth chatter as it happens, and your red hair is kind of like starting to get a little staticky.
Yeah.
But he then turns around and is upset, and he's going to multi-attack and attack you twice. Let's roll. He doesn't have advantage.
He doesn't have to, you know, just because he has multi-attack.
Does a 16 hit Big Red?
16 matches me up.
Yep. Then you get hit with 9 bludgeoning damage, and he's going to do it again. And that is a natural 1. So he reaches and punches, and you jump out of the way as his fist smashes into the ground. And as he pulls off, you see a few fingers are left behind on the ground.
So does he drop his hand?
He dropped some fingers. But there we go. That is his 2 attacks. Dr. Zanny.
Come on, Doc.
I see this huge thing and start to load a black shell in, and then I see it just absolutely slam down on red. How bad does red look after getting cracked?
Fucking bad.
Fucking bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. I mean,
okay.
Just from the shocks alone, pretty rough. And then after getting hit by that huge monstrosity, pretty messed up.
Yeah, she drops the black shell in, and then she zeroes in on the big thing, and then she's like, "Oh fucking god damn it!" And then drops that shell out and puts a green one in and aims it over at Erlon and fires a healing dart in his ass.
A healing dart directed at his butt, or
right in his butt?
Okay.
I'm shot right in the butt.
You feel a comforting pinch on your buttocks.
Just pressure.
And you get healed for 9.
Yeah, so nice.
Thank you.
Please roll a perception check for me.
Perception check. Uh-oh. Did I make somebody angry? Oh, well, okay. Never mind.
I'll give you, or do you want to use any of your inspirations?
I still got one more. We're in the middle of some shit. Yeah, I might want to see this. Oh, wait. MF4, I didn't want to see this. Oh, no. I probably
No,
need to see this now.
natural 20.
Oh
All
shit!
right.
You saw it.
You
I saw
absolutely saw it. You stare at it and you're glancing at kind of like the people, and immediately you lock eyes, and with a devilkin you saw on the train, and immediately you see her.
Where the fuck have you been?
She sees you.
Do I see her?
Yeah, you get kind of like with that moment. You're seeing this all happen in front of you, right before you move, and you see her shoot a healing dart towards Big Red, and then she looks, and in that moment, you're only like 70 feet away. Your eyes connect for a moment, and there's recognition.
And I wave as my other hand is ejecting, is like throwing the shotgun open to eject the round out, and then I put a standard shotgun shell in, and with my action, spin back around and fire patience at it.
Okay. Let me re-roll one thing really quickly, because that is correct. It did have disadvantage, but rolled a 20. So, but yeah, good looking out though, Alice, for it. All right, let's go next to Lance.
Oh, I still shot my shotgun.
Oh, you did. Sorry, it's a 23. All right, 23 hits. Roll your damage for 14, and it is engaged with an enemy, so it does take the damage for it. Let me roll d4. You see an electrical discharge zap outward and strike this tree, catching it on fire for 8 points of damage to the tree.
Oh, hells. Get back, Red.
You do notice that as it keeps doing this electrical discharge, the electricity is starting to calm down a little bit more, but there still seems just to be a little bit left of juice in it. But Lance,
Fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're up.
Did Lance see Zanny waving at somebody?
Yeah, you're direct line of sight with Zanny. You do try to glance in that direction.
Yeah, well, Lance is gonna walk forward just to get a better angle of what is Zanny doing over there. So he'll walk forward 20 feet.
And roll a perception check for me.
Yes, roll a perception check.
Yeah.
They're at the same distance the other way.
Yeah, I would say with 13, yeah, you kind of see the Devilkin that you met on the train.
Lance under his breath goes, "Fuck, I have to give her money now." And so he just looks up and just goes, "I fucking hate you, smelly, poorly constructed bullshit."
Arctic Blast. All right. 18 hits, 19 hits, and what's your
I'll
last
use my
one?
other inspiration for that other 9.
Okay, the 9 and 18. So all 3 hit, doing 8, doing 9,
Wow.
2 and 5. So 7. It looking pretty hurt, pretty much like halfway. But it did get attacked 3 times, technically, so it does 3 discharges.
Oh,
sorry, Erlon.
2 of them strike the tree. 1 of them is about to strike Ash for it. That tree is just being burst by it. Let's do the tree damage first. Not 210 damage. That would be insane.
The tree
damage.
disintegrated.
And then let's see.
Alice is the only one that can see the tree left because it's just a ghost after getting 210 points of damage.
Ash, you take 3 lightning damage as it just sparks erratically and strikes you in the chest for it.
Oh, you motherfucker.
The lightning, though, the electrical discharge is gone, though. It seems to have used it all up. So,
does everybody notice this? Does everybody notice this?
Lance
you
is gonna
all
say I
notice
got rid
it.
of the lightning.
It's no longer discharging, and it just looks like it's already at half health, but it no longer has the discharging element for
Never
God,
mind,
got
Red.
rid of its
Swing away.
discharge.
it. All right, M.
Come on, Am.
Cold,
M, you
cold,
cast Cure
cold,
Wounds on the tree.
cold slows down electricity conduction. It's fine.
Son of a birch. But yes, M, what are you doing? You do notice that Lance says that and Zanny's waving, but what is
Sorry, wait. Lance says what? The poorly constructed thing.
What was that?
I
Said-
didn't say poorly
I heard
constructed.
Lance.
Yeah, you
I
heard
said-
Lance say about the poorly constructed thing referring to the flesh golem.
Oh.
Gotcha. All right. Let me double check. Blazer's movement. I think it was. Oh yeah, I can summon them 30 feet out. Each creature. All right. So I am going to run up a little bit. Yeah, I'll go next to Ash here. And then still just like carrying Blazer, he's going to kind of just like it looks like he just tosses him out, but he's as he does, he's going to activate and say he's going to say, all right, flame on, and he's
Flame
going
on.
to he'll poof and show up in his fire mode
Awesome.
right about here, so the flames don't touch Erlon.
All right. And does he have to make a dex save when he does that or no?
Yep, it is a DC 15 dex save.
Okay, it is considered a magical effect for it, so he has advantage and just dodges out of the way. He seems to be very, very upset when it comes to fire.
I
And he
figured
takes
as
half
much,
the
yeah.
damage for it.
And that was my action. All right, and then sorry, I just need to confirm that this other thing is a bonus action. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. And then he's going to have Blazer run over to right here, and if Erlon is willing, and M's going to well, actually, I guess the commoner too. But M's just gonna shout out, if you need an escape, grab the cat. And he's going to do fiery teleportation with Blazer for my action, bonus action.
Roll quickly a persuasion check because the commoner just saw a giant flesh golem appear, and then there's a magic cat that just appeared and bursting with fire, and you're screaming, if you need to escape, touch the cat. So just roll a persuasion check for me, please. 14. She will reach for the cat. You guys clearly seem to be handling this and grabs Blazer. She grabs him by the tail just because the reaction of it, and Blazer kind of like growls a little bit. And he teleports. Where are you teleporting Blazer?
Well, does Erlon look like he's reaching for Blazer, or does
That's
he
the
look
question.
like he's staying next to this thing?
I'm raging. I'm
yeah.
raging just straight up. I'm gonna go in for another attack.
All right.
All right. So Blazer will take 5 more feet of movement to the side before he teleports away with the commoner, so that Erlon doesn't get hit with the fire.
Okay. And where's
And he'll teleport. It's 15 feet. So yeah, just 15 feet this way over here.
Okay. And Blazer, and there's an immediate like burst of fire, and the commoner, the citizen, is just like astounded and lets go of Blazer's tail, having been saved. Of course, she's back.
And then I need
Perfect.
another dex save from the monster here.
Awesome, awesome. Let's roll with advantage. That's an 11, so that fails. Roll your fire damage.
6 damage.
6 damage. Excellent. All right. Anything else, M?
That should be all for me.
All right. Chance. Before anything, roll me an insight check with advantage. You roll it one more time with using my inspiration as the DM. Also with advantage.
Is advantage now?
Advantage.
Yeah, that's what I said. Inspiration has advantage now.
So say at the DM for this one. I'm giving you basically my
Hell yeah.
for
He
it.
wants you to get it. That's what he's saying.
A 20. Thank
Then
you.
why not just give it to me and why make me roll and then
I
just
want
be
you
like,
to have
no,
the satisfaction of rolling the clickety clackities. So
but I'm not rolling clickety clackities. I'm rolling computer.
Yeah, okay.
Don't do that. You might break it.
With a 20, you stare. You're about to run, and you could still run if you wish, but you stop for a moment and are staring at the gnome who waved at you and the guy that said loudly, "Shit, I have to give her money back."
And do what? Why do I see them?
Because they're within line of sight. Like this is all of a sudden there's a
Well, I know,
commotion.
but I was within their line of sight, and you made them roll perception.
Yes, and that's why also the insight check is also for it. Now,
Well, I know, but I didn't roll perception.
It's because you are looking forward at the golem and would see us in that field of vision. We were looking
Yeah.
ahead, and you would have been in our peripheral line.
exactly.
Also, a bunch of like explosions and stuff just came from where we're all standing.
Yeah. So your eye is naturally drawn there and you're staring at them. Now, with a 20, you stare at this gnome with the big hair and this tall and heavier set human. And with that 20, it clicks in your mind that these two are the people that you had in your dream vision. And that's how you described him, like
I know.
you described him as heavy. I didn't say fat, I said heavier.
No, I know. It's just the way you said it.
But how
There's this gnome with big hair and this heavy set dude standing behind her.
that's literally how you described it.
I know. It's just the way you strung the words together. But yes, you
Okay.
are correct.
Chance, you see the two figures, and you are absolutely certain with that 20, these are the people from your vision with that chanting of 7 of the ruby. With that knowledge, what are you doing in your turn?
All right, looks like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm getting out of here. Why are these people not moving?
They go on initiative 1 because they're commoners.
All right. I will just yell at them, hey, maybe go that way.
And you're pointing in the opposite direction, I'm assuming. So
Like this way.
okay. Awesome. So you shout this. Roll either a performance or a persuasion check because you're directing in that specific direction. 8. Okay. We'll see how persuasive it is with it, but you do shout that to go in that direction. So great. Anything you're doing other than that, and that would be a free action because that's just you shouting and waving. You still have your action and bonus.
Then I'll grab the lady next to me and take her this way.
All right. Start moving at half speed, and because it's half moving when you're with someone, like trying to help drag them forward or run with them. And perfect. All right, initiative count 1. This individual, this centaur, is going to start galloping, and she goes off the map. These people are going to start running 30-60. She does say, thank you, and she runs away from Blazer and the others. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As at least 2 people are not going the direction Chance said. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's stuck under the carriage. Let me see if she can try to escape. No, she's still stuck. And last but not least, hurrying onto the map, emerging out of one of the sewer grates, comes running a constable. 3, 4, 5, 6. And you notice he is a ivorykin rushing forward with his pistol out, his revolver out, running towards and chasing, having presumably been chasing this golem through the sewers. All right. That is the end of the initiative count 1. Erlon, what are you doing?
He's right next to me still, right? Yeah. I'm gonna
Yep.
swing at him.
Swing away.
God, that constable's scary looking.
Ivorykin. So, yep. 14 hits. Roll damage.
All right.
10 damage. You slice into his thigh and it groans in pain and agony as you are carving into it. A little bit of matter, kind of splat, blood, ichor, and feces is splattering everywhere.
Am I able to then bonus action and then action surge or no?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna bonus action with second wind first.
All right.
And heal for a little bit. Was it D20, D10, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's D10 plus your fighter level.
Yep. So that would be for 7.
All right. You get 7 healing back.
7, yep. And then
you
we're
take a
going
deep breath and you action surge.
Yep. And we are gonna swing again at him.
All right. Swing away.
We are gonna use our inspiration.
Now let's say that's a 7 on the. Did you
Oh,
roll?
No,
whoops.
that was a damage roll. It's not showing your.
Yeah, it's not showing the
roll.
actual roll itself.
Oh, it didn't? Okay.
Click the roll, not the damage marker. Go one box over if you're using D4.
Yeah. That's what I did originally. And it rolled only like the 7. Well, still gonna do
10.
it anyways.
Okay. 10 hits.
Okay. All right, never mind then.
It hits. So you do the 7 damage on it. So or 11 damage.
Vegan.
Okay.
We're just clicking away like crazy, Gassan. So just man, like the action surge is really happening.
Yeah, you cleave and you actually get into its neck and you kick off of it, yanking it out, and it is barely hanging on, single digits, as its neck is barely hanging on tight. Calliope, it is your turn.
Shoot him in the head.
Okay, so Calliope's going to say, you know, my nanny Bob once told me that if you go all the way. So I'm going to go all the way. And she's going to go ahead and spend a grip point, and she's going to try to do a trick shot on him.
All right.
Trick shot that she's going to try is a violent shot. So let's see if I hit.
$18 hits.
Okay, so with a violent shot, for every grip point I spent 1. I get to roll an additional weapon damage. So I get to roll an additional point of damage or weapon die.
Okay.
So this is going to be a total of, I'm going to have to roll 2d8 plus 5, then an additional d8.
Or yeah, 2d8 or 3d8 plus 5 if you want to type it. Doesn't matter.
Well, I did that, so that's fine.
Okay, let's see what it is.
And then,
damage. 5 plus. Okay, 5 plus 11 with the sneak, so that's 16 points of damage. How do you want to do? How do you want to kill the golem?
I'm gonna go ahead and he done hit my Erlon, so we're gonna shoot him in the balls.
All right, you shoot him in the groin. You're not sure if he had them because you didn't look under the loincloth. But there is a huge splatter of disgusting things. And Erlon, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You do have advantage because barbarian. You avoid it collapsing to the ground, smashing back on its back,
All right.
and the beast is slain.
Hey there, Erlon. I shot those balls off for you if you want to get them.
uh, just holding in the puke at that point.
Yep.
Appreciate it
The-
big time.
Yeah. What's everyone doing in this exact moment as the people are still scattering, the constable is still approaching, and you all saw Chance and Chance saw you all. What are you doing?
Drinking. She's finishing pouring that drink and she's drinking it.
Where in the
Lance,
hell does that thing come from?
Is Erlon still angry?
Rage is turning off.
No, Lance is gonna, before he does that, Lance is gonna look at Erlon and be like, "That cart, get the cart,
Well, if
attack the cart."
Can I do
Chance, go ahead.
something?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to actually cast levitate on the cart.
All right. Awesome.
If I saw that the lady was stuck, I would have done that before, but I thought she was next to the cart.
No, I said it fell over onto her. But yeah, you are able to then go forward, and I believe it's from your Bandalore, right?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
even need to go forward. I don't think I was within 60 feet. So
Okay.
I can stay
I'll
where I
put you
was.
back here. So you then just start to play, and you cast the levitate spell. And does it have a weight limit on it?
500 pounds.
Yeah, I'd say the carriage can at least lift up part of it, enough for her to get free.
Yeah, I'm not trying to lift it way in the air, just a foot so she could
Exactly.
move her foot.
She's able to crawl out, and she is injured but alive.
Doc, I think you need that she got squished.
Yep. Zany's gonna run up and see if there's anything that can be done for anybody here.
Yep.
Hey, Doc, you okay? You okay?
Yeah, I will say, Zanny, you head over towards this this small folk over here. You're able to start treating her for it. Lance are heading towards the constable with it, and M, you're casting. I'm assuming destroy or create water
Create water.
onto the
Yeah,
tree
create water.
that's on fire and burning. Okay, awesome. I'm actually gonna go
Fire
ahead and
druid's putting out a fire.
yeah. I'm gonna actually trigger this to make it go in alphabetical order, just so that we're hitting. Actually, I'm gonna do it reverse alphabetical order to make sure we're hitting everyone for it. Sorry, Alex.
That was
From
great.
A to Z, real
That was
quick.
toxic, son.
That's the second one.
Okay, fine. We'll do it. Alice, what are you doing at the moment?
She
Nothing.
she walks up to Ash and she holds out her cup. She goes, "You look like you need a drink."
Okay. She looks at Alice and says, "I could kiss you," and then she takes the drink and drinks it,
Well
and
done.
then hands it back to her.
I am married, but that is about as close as you can get to kissing me. And she's just gonna keep pouring drinks.
And she
Roll
says,
a-
"I beg to differ."
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Alice, for your drinking.
I thought that was Ash that did that. I was like, whoa.
Natural 20. Just immediately, just drink
Goddamn.
nothing. Drink again.
Alice
Just
is
to-
Alice is
just
showing
to-
off at this point. All right, this woman says she drinks. Alice is showing off.
Yeah, you release now like two drinks in front of her without even anything showing anything.
I feel like this is Alice flirting, just taking shots and staring you in the eye the
It
whole time.
is. How do you think she got
Ash,
Bruce?
Ash pulls her tankard out, and she holds it out to Alice and says, "Let's go, baby."
All right, Ash, if you're drinking more after this victory, roll another roll a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
You, Ash.
I don't have to because of my tankard.
Ah, sorry, forgot about that. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. You drink up, and Alice, you can roll a Arcana check if you want.
Can I
Yeah, there's
use
something-
my? Oh, okay, never
I was
mind.
about to say 14 does it. It's a common item. The way she drinks it, something's fishy going on there.
I've seen one of those before.
Darling, if you're going to drink with me, at the very least, you could actually drink with me.
Oh my God. Alice, you and I, and she kind of takes her by the arm and she's like, we got to spend more time together. She's like, give her over here. And she takes Alice's flask or whatever she's drinking from.
It's a
and she hammers
martini
it back.
glass.
Okay, she takes the martini glass.
As that is happening, Chance, what is Chance doing as she releases the spell for it? Does she approach the party?
She'll take a few steps towards Zanny, who's next to her. Just be like, good work. Glad you're still doing this. You're destined for great things. Keep it up.
Thanks, sweetheart. And just flipping up a syringe in the hand, running over to this small folk to stab her and give her my other healing dart.
All right. Definitely the girl is like freaking out for a moment. Then to like when you stab her, she kind of like does a small scream, and then it feels good, and she's like, "Oh, thanks. That actually feels much better." And
Yeah,
she
you're
kinda,
fine,
like,
sweetheart.
it sits, tests the weight cautiously, then stands. Is there anything else Zanny is gonna say to Chance, or anything Chance is gonna say to Zanny?
Now that she's taken care of, she's like, okay, that's taken care of. Hi, it's good to see you.
She might be gone by that point, depending on how long that took.
Didn't take that long, but you're going around the corner when suddenly Zanny says that to you. You kind of like stop. It's kind of like one of those like awkward moments, but then
Where are you going?
I have to go to the Reefs Tower.
Oh, you've got an appointment. I'm sorry.
Zanny, really, you would have remembered M mentioning you guys that he wanted to go also to the Arif's palace as well.
Oh, hey. Don't you want to do the thing? They're all over doing their thing. You're going to the tower, right?
Palace, technically, not tower. Palace.
Yes.
So, probably going to meet you there pretty soon. Don't run off from there. We're going to see you again. And I think we owe you some money.
No, I think the only thing I owe is the little guy a drink.
Yes, you do.
Oh, was there talk of a drink? Okay. Well, then we'll have to make good on that tonight. If you're available.
As Sandy looks over and sees the other girls in the party, just shot for shot,
Just
going back and
drinking right
forth.
now.
Yeah, turn around and look at, oh, God's help me.
But yeah, do you mention that you're heading over to the palace as well, Zanny?
Yeah, I mentioned we'd be probably running into her over there.
Okay.
Just don't go away.
Chance,
Don't run off again. You disappeared once.
You hear this, and you definitely uncanny what's going on here. You're running into them, and they're saying they're heading to the same place you're heading.
It's a small city.
It's
It's a big
is
city,
not.
but
This is the capital.
there's only so many things to do.
It is so
Yeah.
very not a small city, sweetheart.
It is
It is
capital.
a gigantic metropolis. It is about the size of probably bigger than the Silver City.
But like when visitors come, there's like very specific things they have come from, and that is somewhat limited.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't all go visit the reef. I'll see you there. Bye.
Yep. And Chance can hang around or skip over and just go around the neighborhood to try to head towards the palace district.
Random these stupid numbskulls, get them fucking pointed in a direction. God damn it.
Awesome. Before that, does Chance hang around, or does she start walking and making her way towards the palace?
She's just like, glad you're not dead. Congratulations.
I really do want to see you again, sweetheart. You do. There's something about you, and I think we need to have a talk.
All right. Good to see you. Zena, right?
Zanny, but close. Chance?
Yes.
I think. I was trying real hard to not think of you as Red because there was a Red I already met, and it was. So I was trying real hard to remember something, and I remembered Chance. That's all I remembered.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, good. I got it right.
Zanny, you head back. Let's go to M. What is M doing in this moment? After
Yeah,
the
M
tree-
is casting create water above the tree, so it just pours down over the fire, and he just walks up to it and walks up to the tree, puts his hand on it, and as a Fey giant, plants can actually understand him, and he just they didn't mean it. They didn't know it was gonna, zap you. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, and they can't respond, but you do sense, just with your Fey wildness, a sense of gratitude, maybe, or relief from the tree. All
Tree
right.
owes us a favor. Got it.
You owe the tree a favor. You caused it to get zapped.
I killed the thing that made it zapped.
you crossfire. It was your fault. Anyway, anything else from you, Em?
He'll see that Alice and Ash are already drinking and celebrating, and he's actually more concerned about where this thing came from, and if anything else is going to pop up. So he's gonna try to actually kind of take a look around. Did we see this thing pop up from somewhere, or we just turned the corner and it was here?
You heard a big boom and then some
Oh
screams.
yeah, that's
and when
right.
you turned around, it had emerged and was running and throwing things. It had emerged from the sewers. All right, let's go then next to Erlon. Big Red. What is Big Red doing in this moment?
Skipping Lance.
All right, no, it's E's.
There's L doesn't come between
It's
E
M
and
and
E.
I'm like, wait, how did I skip Lance?
Yeah, I thought
I
you were
know
going
my
in
alphabet.
Aren't you going in reverse alphabetical
No,
order?
I'm going in.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
We started with Alice and Ash.
I thought you were talking with Chance. I thought you were talking with Zanny. That's why I'm like,
No.
you went backwards.
No.
Chance just came and was talking to me, so I said hi.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always
My bad.
about Lance. I swear to God.
Yeah, obviously.
He's just sitting
The
over
only
there. But
person
what
who
about
loves himself
me,
more in this
guys?
party than Alice is Lance.
Awesome. We'll get to Lance next, I promise.
Sure.
But what is Erlan doing at the moment?
Actually, it was really just to check if there's anybody first off that was witnessing what was happening. So hoping that there's some credit going to this for the Scanners Guild stuff.
Yeah, you got a constable and the one person who's still here, which is
Okay.
a small folk that Zanny just healed up.
And then the other thing I was gonna do is exactly what Em was saying, just check to see where this thing came from, if there's anybody that may have been doing something with it or whatever.
Yep. Looking around, you do see a trail of a lot of things leading to the sewers, but that's pretty much it. Doesn't look like anyone was controlling it at this moment.
Well, in that case, I'm going straight into the sewer. No, I'll wait. We'll go over. We'll go over to the body of the thing.
Yeah, when you guys are gonna go into the sewers, Alice is gonna be going screaming, kicking and screaming. All right.
That's right.
As soon as you go down, Alice is like, "Oh my God, Erlon died."
He entered the void.
No, Lance is just gonna hand her a new drink, and it's gonna be laced with Drow Sleepy Potion, and then we're just gonna drag her down there and
Wake
then
up
her
in the
back up.
sewers.
Hey,
just
since
gonna-
you're down here already, it's
All right.
She's gonna get on Embrin's shoulders, okay?
He has the big build. He can carry you. Lance, you are up next, and I'm assuming you're speaking to the law enforcement, correct?
yeah. Lance is just gonna walk and be like, "Don't worry, we took care of it. By the way, what the fuck was that? Why
What-
is it up here? And
he
why
did
was it
not-
so
he-
poorly put together?"
The Ivorykin is panting a little. He's like, and he's not heavy, and he is built, but you can tell that this thing definitely is much faster than it looks for it. and he was desperately trying to keep up with it through the sewers and everything, because you can also see his boots are covered in grime and such. He's like, "Well, that's good work indeed. Yeah, we were doing an investigation issues in the sewers, and I came across that thing, and I tried to trace it down. And apparently, it surfaced. No idea where it came from.
Is there more like it down there?
I sincerely hope not. We need. This blows my investigation out of the sewers. Like, all right. Johar, by
seems-
the way, he reaches forward his hand.
I'm Lance.
Lance, good work indeed. Good work indeed.
Thanks. Yeah, it just seems like a shitty situation.
His nose kind of like lifts up. His trunk lifts up a little bit at the laugh as he gives a hearty laugh.
Oh, you said his boots are pretty dirty.
Yes.
Lance is just, as we're talking, Lance is just waving his hand, and everyone's just like clean.
Yeah.
Just every few seconds, he's trying to clean the boots.
Awesome. And it is slowly whittling away from it. Johar then looks down and is like, thanks for that. You mind if I ask you some questions? What happened when it emerged? I caught the tail end of the battle, but not the beginning.
Yeah, we just came around the corner from that street over there, and we
If
heard
you see him pull
screaming.
out notepad, and he's taking notes. Definitely.
And then we saw stuff flying, and then we came around and we saw Ugly there. Lance is standing next to it, right?
Yeah.
He's just gonna turn and kind of look at it and goes, very poorly constructed flesh golem.
It wasn't a flesh golem like I've ever seen, but I haven't seen many. Curious, who created it? Why is it there? There's been issues in the sewers lately. I'm wondering if this is the cause or symptom of it.
Well,
I'll have to report to my superiors for it.
Well, if you do need further help, please let us know. I think we're going to be staying at the Menagerie
Marjorie Hotel?
Marjorie, yes, that one.
Okay. And let me get your names and such. And he starts going into collecting your information.
Yeah, Lance will.
All right. Lance
will give him. God, does he want to give him a party name again?
No, please.
Lance, as Lance is thinking about that, he's going to turn and look back at everybody and go, "Hey, all you, are we giving ourselves like a group name? Because otherwise I'm just going to keep making up group names every time we talk to somebody, and it's going to get real confusing."
I mean, all adventuring parties have a name, don't they?
Like, we need to hash this out, because the last constable I talked to, I told him we were the Phoenix family, and I'm guessing you all hate that from Alice's face.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Does anyone mention, I believe it was in the chat, Ruby Phoenix or anything like that?
No, any name Alice suggests is going to have the word Mezer in it somewhere, so.
I just want to make sure if any of you mentioned the word Ruby.
I don't. Can we roll to see if that would be a word we would think of?
Well, it was in the chat, so if you want to include it, you can. I'm not forcing it. It's if you want to roll for it, roll for it. But that's not. I'm not.
Yeah, Lance is just looking at everybody like, is there a better name? Like, I don't know, the Red Phoenixes or.
Why
I like that red.
Why are we so hell
the
bent
Ruby
on the
Phoenixes? Because aren't all the best adventuring parties have some precious metal or gem in their name?
No, silver, emerald,
red.
With that mention of Ruby, Chance, if you're still around, roll a perception check with advantage.
I mean, I'm real far away from them.
Yeah, it's a higher DC.
Lance is also loud.
And he's also loud.
He's so loud.
Yeah. Well, with 20. It is a high DC, but you rolled it. You do hear the word Ruby, the Phoenix, in there.
Well, you already said I know that they're the ones with the ruby.
Yeah, but you're just hearing this also more and more. So
Like, do we
All
have
right.
it? Does that work, guys? Is Ruby Phoenix better than Phoenix Family?
I just don't get the obsession with Phoenix. We did one job with a Phoenix feather that we hardly even. Oh, we've also delivered a baby. Would you like to be the Ruby babies?
And we might find a
gotta
phoenix.
actually agree with Alice.
There was word of a phoenix sighting. I
Um,
mean, it doesn't matter to me.
because
I like
Phoenix
I like it
sounds
either way.
cool. Baby sounds like we're all the size of Erlon.
The Ruby
But
babies.
it doesn't. Okay, see that's the thing. It doesn't sound cool when you say it, though, Lance. Like
Okay,
when
then,
you
then,
say it.
then you say it. Does,
Not
does
cool.
it sound cool when you say it?
No, because I'm not gonna come up with a dumb name like that.
Say Ruby Phoenix.
Red Phoenix.
Say
Ooh,
Ruby
I
Phoenix.
like that one.
Red Phoenix.
But you gotta have a precious metal or a gem in there.
all
Good
right.
call.
I'm gonna
Big,
say, as
big
this
red
is happening,
Phoenix.
Danny, is there anything else you're doing as you're regrouping and hearing all this?
Sorry, who are you asking?
Danny, you were to wrap it up in a moment, but
I'm listening to them go back and forth, and then as they're talking about it, I'm shoving my arm into this thing to figure out what the fuck made it tick. Whether it was magical, whether it was mundanely animated, because there was electric sparks shooting off of this thing. And Zanny's dealt with a lot of undead.
You just put your arm in
what
it.
makes this thing tick? And
Johar
she's
is gonna
ripping
stop
it
you and be
open.
like, wait, we're gonna need to do an investigation on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No,
She's a
stop,
certified doctor.
stop
He's
tampering
doing
with
an
the evidence.
She's a doctor. She's doing an autopsy.
I understand that. Don't tamper with the evidence. We also have our specialists for it.
All right, we killed it.
All right, knock yourselves out then. Just don't come asking me for help later when your guys can't figure out what the fuck that thing is.
I'm just look. You guys do seem to be a good group. I mean, I can definitely use you with the investigation. But
Good, yeah, we're the ones that took the damn thing down.
you do see it.
We don't have to be mean to the cops, guys. It's
I'm not trying to be mean to the cops. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is, what makes it tick, and help these people out. And then they said, don't do it because they're doing their own investigation. But I guarantee to you that I'm smarter than any of those guys.
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I give her some like bardic inspiration by
Bardic
saying,
inspiration.
"Damn straight, Zanny."
Toaster with the glass.
I cast
Straight.
guidance.
You got one
Persuasion?
d6.
Yeah. 22. Roll your d6.
Sheldon's
Yeah,
over there,
23.
smarter than those morons.
And you just see Johar kind of like sighs. I'm gonna get yelled for this. Proceed.
Just tell
And
him.
you
I
can
swear
notice
I'm trained. I
from
got
his
4
badge,
degrees.
Lance, you're the closest. He's actually a deputy.
Yeah, just be like, don't worry. Just tell him it's my fault.
And on that note,
I
we're gonna
mean-
end our session there. As Zanny just dives her hands in there.
Just both arms just. By the way, I chose
What's
Phoenix.
gonna happen as
Ready.
you guys are getting ready potentially to rendezvous with Bruce, have another discussion, or go towards the Palace District. And
I was
You
so
don't need to
excited
talk
for
to
my
Bruce again.
date. I was so excited for my date, and we don't even get to go on the date.
This is a date with destiny.
I don't want to go on a date with Destiny. I want to go on a date with my husband.
That's a lie. You told him on the train that you wanted to be with us.
When I'm not with him.
Ooh.
She needs to get presents first. She needs a new dress and a new violin.
That's
and
very
then
true.
she can leave with us.
Exactly.
She needs to get that tankard that Ash has.
What I am perfectly capable of being sober on my own. That
That is a
No,
lie.
Nat
no, that's
20.
a lie.
Mari Povich just steps on the thing. The lie has been determined. That was a lie.
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us. All of y'all at home, thank you for joining us for our Halloween special. We're always happy to have everyone here, viewers at home and our players. Thank you all for making it a spooktacular session. So I'll see you all next week. Until then, take care. Night, y'all.
Thank you.